Hey, it's Ross Payton with Roleplaying Public Radio. We're playing Beast Raiders Gate 9.
Good night.
In the last session.
Mars.
Yes, Mars. With a hint of Vortak, the Crimson Blossom, who is now in the memory library, consuming memories, hopefully for, thousands of years to come. So you've dealt with two existential threats to humanity in one easy...
By rubbing them together.
By rubbing them together.
That's all. Pro-strat.
It works.
Cancel each other out.
It's worked so far, and it's almost been a day. So.
When you're countered with an existential threat to humanity, if you duck 3 times in quick succession, you can go through the floor and speedrun.
Yeah, it was real-life speedrun. Anyways,
Doomsday Device times 2 days. Nice.
The brass door is jumping now.
Yeah, the brass door is jumping now because the Remembrance is going on, which is a massive civil rights protest / festival of like, hey, non-humans are people too.
So we're getting emergency drop ships of booze to keep this going.
Yeah.
We're teaching our Ludian bartender how to actually tend bar.
Yes.
We've got a barrel monkey / what else does he do again? Noglib.
Yeah.
He's the hype man.
And our hype man / barrel monkey.
Yeah.
Speedrun Doombot.
Speedrun
Speedrun
On
Doombot.
the
Like kind of,
actual play
Yes.
area.
Warbot 555.
our priest of Anubis, who we call Frankie, is kind of our shot girl. Would you like shot?
And
Even if a mummy gave it to me, I would not drink American honey.
That's
Disgusting.
so
I was hoping
let's see
for that
here.
haircut.
You have been talking to Beatrice. Beatrice is doing her best to try and cheer you up, or at least stabilize you by pointing out you are stronger than you know. I do not know many mortals who could have resisted both Cleopatra's spirit and the ultimate effort of the CIA's mind control fungal program. So you are one in a million, if not a billion, humans to be able to come this far. And regardless of whatever you do now, you at least have a choice in what happens next. So, if you want, I could. If this burden is too much for you, let me know. I would be happy to help someone like you. You are a force for good in this world, but you don't deserve to have. If you feel your life is too awful, or if we can. I want to help you. You don't deserve to do something that you feel you're forced into. There are ways to remove your power so you can live a normal life, whatever that is. There are ways to do good too. So
Yeah, but like my friends, they just steal stuff all the time and cause more chaos and
they have
terror everywhere.
Friend. Let's be fair.
Whoa. Theft? I'm not in the earshot, so I can't look at you right now.
Yes.
Does anybody actually still own this stuff?
the government certainly owned the stuff you took out of their warehouse.
That's a different thing.
That's the seized evidence.
I was rescuing a trapped chaos god.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's understandable.
Remember what was it called? Oh yeah, the Atmosphere Annihilator.
Okay, for the record, did Agata actually tell anybody about that? Because if Agata didn't say shit, I know I didn't.
I'm saying you have enough on the books for Trey to be skeptical. I'm saying if Trey doesn't know about Atmosphere Annihilator yet, that's enough to push the scale off.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Certainly.
So I know about that, but if I got rid of my powers, I'd just be letting that happen. But if you do something, you end up cutting apart a robot that was actually full of kittens, or enslaving people, or selling cat bones, or it just gets dark. There's no way out.
Well, there are no easy solutions to things, but right now, what else do you have for them? What are the choices they have but to steal? They can't get jobs legally. They aren't people. They're legal in the sense of the in the society. So
Sure.
That's what we're trying to help alleviate here. By if we can integrate into society, we could get jobs, and there wouldn't be.
So it's a social problem thing. It's a poverty thing. People just need jobs, and then they won't be.
Well, they need to be recognized by the legal system so that they don't have to. I mean, imagine if these powers were used for the betterment of society. People with super strength could replace construction machinery, or they could do search and rescue. People with super intelligence could solve many of society's problems. You could lead many people and help. You could you could stop riots. You could. There are any number of problems you could solve with your abilities. But we can't do that now because we are all criminals just by the fact we exist. So for many people, it is anger. And not everyone is as noble-hearted as you are. Perhaps you could help guide them.
Okay, so we should get everyone jobs.
Well, we can't get jobs until they're, the civil rights are granted to all of us.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I can't control that. Like,
You can help.
no, I can hit stuff with swords, or send
You
mummies after it.
You could
Or
make it.
I can jump.
Well, you're very charismatic.
I jump very far.
You could make a speech.
I'm not very charismatic.
Oh, I think you are.
The boys don't look at me in the eyes.
That's because they're intimidated by your poise.
Well said, bitch.
So that's going on. Meanwhile, pick one of your minions.
I was about to actually make it my own complication, but hey, let's go with.
Okay, well, if you want to make.
Oh yeah, I was going to start getting all weird because suddenly everybody's getting all moralistic and everything.
Okay.
Man, you know what?
So who are you talking to?
I'm like half drunk, but I'm looking something up. I'm actually looking up because I mentioned this before I even got my powers. Blue Mask, the guy that kicked my ass and sent me to jail.
Oh, back before Ragnarok. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to look up. Did he vanish?
So wait. Good guy.
Is he a good guy?
Out for revenge.
Is he a good guy?
Okay.
Actually, and it might not even be that. He's just trying to see, is the guy still around? He's really wondering. I mean,
No, he's definitely.
I'm not going to seek revenge if he's already dead.
Well, no.
That would be crazy.
It's crazy. Caleb's feeling his revenge before I even say exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
It's one of those half. It's one of those.
All right, you could be going over there to apologize and say, "Good job, well done."
Or figure out
I
what the hell.
judged you poorly. I'm sorry.
He's trying to figure out his own direction on this. So
Okay.
he's trying to figure out, is Blue Mask still around?
Okay.
And
For free, it's easy to find out. No, he is one of the He is listed as missing.
does he have sidekicks?
Since this is the hero of the beat, have we established anything about Blue Mask?
Not really. Just that he was called Blue Mask, and he kicked the shit out of an entire group of us. I never said much about the actual incident.
Or his powers?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, if he had a sidekick, or if he was
I will say he was. He also fought with Periton many times.
Periton.
Periton is the paradox photon, the guy you shot into the sun.
Do I know that we shot him into the sun?
Yes, that was the moon.
I mean, did I know?
I think that's been established by
Okay,
now.
so Ivan
Everyone
does know
knows.
that we shot him into the sun. So
You
great.
someone shot him into the sun.
Okay.
What?
Because recently,
Yeah, I'm pretty certain we came back around and saying, "Hey guys, we stopped the ideal from coming back. We shot him into the sun."
Yeah.
making sure. All right.
I'm sure Captain, Nanotech was all up in my ass about that off camera. So I haven't heard about
Man,
it.
you really don't want Captain Nanotech up in your ass. Cause a lot of damage.
Nano
up there.
machines, son.
Build stuff out of it.
So basically, I'm starting a line of inquiry to
Giant
figure
satellite
out
just sticking
if I
out.
can find out this guy's secret identity. Did he have a family? Did he have?
All right, what are you using to research that?
For right now, I guess I can just use some kind of.
I mean, you could use your contacting, I think, or your networking with your minions.
Yeah, straight out of retirement. Might make
Yeah.
it well for that. So, there, +1 at the superhero team.
Okay.
That's +2 total.
Okay. There are 2 leads with that. There is a blue. Where does Blue Mask operate? What was his did operate?
Okay, what was the city we were mostly?
You're in Chicago.
But we were in
Minneapolis?
Minneapolis.
So
That's
the-
just where the clinic was. So you could have been anywhere in the country.
Where was Gate 9?
Gate 9 was in Chicago, I believe.
Okay, so it would actually
O'Hare
be.
Airport.
So it would be in the Chicago area because my character was kind of from.
Chicago's a big international hub. Like,
I know,
you could be
some
from
say.
anywhere.
Okay,
Anyways.
fine. You can say he was from somewhere else. I was committing the crime in the area because I couldn't go anywhere else because I was
Okay.
dead fucking broke. Couldn't get a job after that. So-
Actually, no, let's make it interesting. He was from Miami.
Okay.
So that's where he operated. His nemesis was a misunderstood antagonist, commonly known with no formal name, but he was commonly known as Florida Man. So, yeah.
Basically, I'm just trying to track down anything I can about the,
I would rather face the Joker.
Yeah. Florida Man.
He would have less deaths on his record.
Yeah. Florida Man ain't nothing to fuck with. Anyways.
I'm looking for anybody that might have known the guy because I have a certain view of him from when I was on the inside, and now
Okay,
it's kind of cracking.
2 leads. One is there is a memorial for him in Florida that is certain people have come. There's been like a monthly vigil where people who are close to him or are saved by him go and meet. And remember him and that kind of thing. It's become sort of a rallying point because there's been a crime wave in Miami. People have been, assholes with super soldier drugs have been, robbing liquor stores and stuff like that. So,
there have been hotlines.
Yeah.
Cartels.
A lot of hotlines.
Yeah. So there's been a rise in vigilante action. So there's probably like a dozen blue masks running around. But most of them last only a few nights.
Purge them all!
Yeah. So that's going on in Miami. And then there is a reporter. I'll let you name this reporter who frequently covered the Ideal and did an extensive and was rumored to be writing a biography on Blue Mask when Ragnarok happened, and has subsequently gone into on a sabbatical.
So I realize, one, this isn't quite the right culture, and I'm sort of eliding Latin American culture in general, but would we be pushing it too far to say that Blue Mask was a luchador?
I don't know, honestly.
You would know if you were beaten up by a luchador.
Out of character, I'm not sure what direction I want to go with that. I was going to leave that kind of open.
I'll let the players
throwing
decide
it
the
out
details
there.
of Blue Mask, because whatever is Blue Mask is not in this world.
Maybe he was a group.
Could be, I just didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
That would explain why there's so many copycats. Maybe multiple people found his costume.
Come on, let there be a Blue Mask group.
I got to find the reporter.
So yeah, the
first.
reporter. Who is this reporter? Somebody give me. I think.
Maxwell.
Gutierrez.
Hammer.
Maxwell Gutierrez Hammer.
Maxwell the Hammer Gutierrez.
I asked for it.
Maxwell the Hammer. He's known as the Hammer because, he just,
He
lays it
hammers out the truth.
Right.
Maxwell.
Yeah. The Hammer Gutierrez.
Okay. I asked for it. I can't complain.
We're in the setting that we're in. Come on. So I'll start tracking that guy down as well as I can, just on the side.
All right. So that takes you a while to get those leads.
It's one of
you
those,
can ask other characters to help you out, or you can spend your next action to do that. We'll just kind of.
Yeah.
These are kind of vignette-y kind of things right now before we get.
But basically, I'm like half
an
pissed.
inciting incident.
I'm just half pissed and starting to get weird and sentimental.
Let's see here. Hero who captured. Sorry, let me take notes because I might need them in the future.
No.
And one note about the crime that really did happen is they technically didn't even start the robbery. They just walked into the jewelry store wearing masks and holding bags. One of them was holding a fake gun. Blue Mask busts the fuck in, throws one through a window, throws one through a counter, nearly kills one guy, and he's not...
Oh, so he's the real bad guy here. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's the thing. We were still going to fucking do it.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
So I'm not going to deny what we were going to do, but I have some
But was
questions.
his reaction actually necessary?
It might have been a little...
He was committing a felony with what they thought was a weapon, but yeah.
It hadn't happened yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, it's
okay.
questionable.
Yeah. All right.
So
that's right. So you're asked. There's a ton of people to ask around. So that's what you and your minions are doing. They're like, hey, what do you know about Blue Mask? And this is the hours of buying people drinks. And
right. It's kind of like going through there's you
hear stories about Maxwell. You hear stories about the memorial, about the Miami crime wave. Catch it.
And it's not enough. I'm going to kick their asses way. It's more of a. I wonder what the hell happened, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So many drinks are had. You're a little sloth by this point. Beatrice is talking to Trey. Saul, Dr. Saul. What are you doing during this time? You're just hanging out, having a good time, catching up.
Trying not to be completely obvious.
Okay.
Because I'm sure that with people attending the remembrance, there are probably also people watching.
They're on. It's not just the bar. Like the bar is actually kind of like a respite from the main festival. Like the festival, people are marching in the streets. There are hundreds of thousands. There's probably estimated 200,000 people, and that includes, of course, non-humans. So
No, I'm a fugitive. I'm laying low.
okay, you're laying low, hiding, basically staying in the back rooms of the brass door.
Well, yeah, it's like I'm hiding in the crowd. I'm not drawing attention to myself.
I think the brass door is.
Yeah, I mean, so are you networking? Great place to talk to people.
Yeah, I'll just talk to people about what's what else is planned for the remembrance, because it can't just be marches and displays of...
Yeah, give me a anything presence would be good. Contacting would be good.
I'm waiting to see if there's that one guy in the Occupy movement that thinks this is something more than people camping out in the park.
Okay.
Shite. Empathy or presence, doesn't matter, it's a 5.
Okay. Actually, there is a plan. The organizers want to. There seems to be two. They have two plans. One, if things stay peaceful, and then in which case they're all going to meet at the park tomorrow morning and have a big speech and kind of like plead for the public to begin a league, and then their lawyers are going to file a lawsuit against the government to grant civil rights. And then there's a plan B if things get violent, which they say is more of an evacuation plan. But they refuse to talk about details. It depends on the severity of the government's response.
I feel that an evacuation plan kind of is dependent on the details.
Well, that's the thing. That's all. You're not a member of the underground. You're not. They're friendly to you, but you haven't been to any of the meetings. You haven't done anything for them, so they don't really talk to outsiders about that. So, but you do know there is a plan about that stuff. So that's what you get from a few hours of talking and carousing with people. But yeah. It seems that they're pretty happy with the result. They're making the news media coverage so far is very positive. Maybe they aren't all crazy monsters that want to kill all humans. Oh, that's interesting. That's novel.
Turns out now.
So
turns out still assholes.
There are some trouble. You also do find out there are some reports that the Army, National Guard and federal agencies with their riot mecca are positioned in nearby areas. So the government is preparing, but you don't know if that's just a contingency or if they're going to move in. So there is a build-up on the government side. So anyways, that's what you get. Jeff. Finkel. Frankel, sorry.
Slightly different.
Heir to the Chunk fortune, sorry.
Yes.
So, what are you doing during the remembrance?
Well, I've been investigating the connections with...
to bring you back up to speed on your plotline.
Right.
Basically, you've been talking to Herbert, the accountant, / power broker for the Ideal, because you've set up Idealville to transition into a super soldier drug-based economy, as opposed to smuggling ore from the main belt.
As opposed to a kidnapping-based economy.
Well, the kidnapping was just to trigger the asteroid mining mechanisms to
it was still a fundamental concept of their economy.
So kidnapping was indeed the means of production.
Yeah, it was. So... They have been using the memory library tech that you gave them to figure out how to mine white people so they won't remember the secret prison they've been in. Mm-hmm. So they made a little...
No, I misheard mined white people as in to mine white people?
Yeah.
And that's a very different business model. So go on. Sorry.
Anyways, they're making some progress on that. Hopefully they'll be able to get everybody out by the end of the year.
Okay.
So that's good. But the main thing you realize about the chunk, you're beginning to get a better sense. Again, the Ideal had a massive infrastructure, shadow infrastructure, shadow economy, sort of hidden embedded across the entire world.
Yes.
And this was one of the ways they could smuggle stuff in from other universes or from the rest of the solar system. There are two leads for you. The former Attorney General, Kathy Inskeep, I believe her name is, who apparently dealt a lot and was friendly to the Ideal and helped cover them on the legal end. Mm-hmm. Make sure they weren't any of the front organizations weren't subject to RICO prosecutions, that kind of thing. So she would definitely be a good person to talk to get a better sense. And then the other lead is the DeLund Mansion, which is a similar facility to Idealville, but set up in Europe and definitely more magical. This is where they got the magical stuff smuggled into the laundered into the normal economy. So those are your two leads right now. You can give me an academics role to see what you've been pouring over the books and stuff like that to try and get a better sense of that.
The Avengers trying to insulate themselves from Rico.
Okay. All those billions and billions of dollars that they're essentially...
No, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
They're also superhero setting was verisimilitude.
Yeah. Well, when you have post-scarcity technology and you're dealing with a very scarcity-based economy, there are kind of some incongruities you kind of have to sand over. And
hence the protests.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's another thing. You're beginning to realize, this is far great. The Night Range of Fortune is just one facet, one of the ways of hooks that it interfaces in with the real world.
Corn.
Yeah, but you're beginning to suspect there's. It can't just be like laundry. There has to be something more than just this, than just facilities and buying off middlemen and shit like that. There has to be something fundamental for them, basically, because no one in
has to actually do something.
Well, it's not that it just has to do something, but in order to hide something this large in plain sight, you can't just do that with bribes. There are too many people on the planet that would notice something. It's the reason why there isn't flying cars. So you can't figure out what it is, but when you get close to it, it's something. Once you see it, you'll recognize it. And to whatever they have, it's big. You're getting.
So you're saying I'm turning into a conspiracy theorist,
or all the president's men kind of thing. So yeah,
wall with
the line. The line between those two.
Yeah, so you're just running. I mean, Idealville had some pretty serious security. Fortunately, it was compromised by the townspeople. You have no idea what the DeLund mansion is going to be like, but it's going to be pretty well secured. Anything closer to that's going to be even more secure because nobody else is in the base rating community, as far as you know, is even onto this kind of.
It's a conspiramid. Yeah. It gets tougher the more layers you go up.
Okay, well, if you want to just be reductivist about it, all right.
I'm just identifying the mechanic you're using. I'm appreciating what you're.
Okay, so that's what you've been doing. You got back to Chicago last night to check out the festival. Mm-hmm. Tons of people here.
Did a little DJing.
Yeah, with Aesthetic, you're very popular. Everybody Brass Doors hopping. Vaporwave's more popular than ever.
Yeah.
Darkest fucking deal with it.
Darkest time.
All right, I have an idea.
Okay.
Am I still talking to Beatrice?
Yeah.
All right. So, do you know anyone's really good at math and calculations and stuff?
Of course.
Really fast. Are they here?
There's a few of them like that. Yes.
All right. Well, just point me out. Help me find one.
She looks around the room. Well, I suppose the best person for it is a bit. Well, she's a bit unsavory. I don't know if you'd like. She's not, a bad person per se, but she's not exactly a selfless hero. Is that?
Look, that's the thing about. Okay, look, just come with me. You know, people's powers and stuff, right?
Yes.
All right, so just come with me. I'm going to work it out. So I want to go to math person.
Okay.
With Beatrice.
It's another woman. You can give me an academics roll. You have it.
I was homeschooled, but I have it at 1. 0.
Okay, you don't recognize her. You don't recognize the woman. But Beatrice. This woman here, she is very good at math. The woman's like, yeah, of course.
Super good at math?
Yeah.
All right, look, did you pay to get in here?
No.
All right, so you're paying now, all right? Okay. So look at all the people around, all the drinks and stuff. What would it take to keep this running for 2 weeks?
At standard commercial rates?
Well, I mean in actual stuff.
Like in materials?
Yeah.
Okay, it's how much, if that beer bottle...
our food,
okay.
The people who are working here food.
So that beer costs $4.50.
And the beer, and then the pomegranates for him.
Okay.
And then wages for them.
Yeah.
Give me physical things.
Okay. For this many people?
Yeah, for a 2-week capacity.
2-week at capacity.
If this is a peak capacity.
Okay. Nobody's... So you're just talking about your costs. You don't care about profit.
Well, keep us alive.
Okay. What would it cost to keep you alive?
Yeah, keep us alive and comfortable and deodorant, I guess, and clothes sometimes.
So you want to start this into a normal business?
Kinda.
Okay.
But illegal.
But illegal.
It's extra legal.
So
Side legal?
So don't worry about the food inspector.
Legal plus.
Yeah. The fire marshal.
Yeah. I mean...
Okay. She looks over. All right. So I know... I know how much it will cost, and I know how much you could make a week, depending on how much you want to charge people. So you want it just to have enough to stay above, you float, you know? But,
well, look, I came in, and the Ludian guy's making drinks out of produce that's being conjured by the agromancer lady.
Yeah.
And my guy literally produces music out of a box hooked into his chest. And, look, we all have, enough powers to make a bar run if we just trade. So what if we just since we don't have money, but since everyone's causing heists and stuff for jobs, what if our new job was just run this bar and we had jobs and then it was just
the fuck out of this sick.
And then just we run the bar. So if the lady wants to come in that can make stuff, she can just grow potatoes and give us potatoes because we need those to make potato things, and then the chairomancer could make a chair. I don't know all the people. Look, it would be a complex web, but you're good with the math.
Yeah.
And I just need to know the amounts, and then I can figure out who trades with who, and we can just get the whole thing just kind of running on its own.
Okay, well, you're doing that. She takes out a little smartphone kind of thing. She's like, "What's your email?" Okay, there it is. Here, you have an email address now. So.
Okay.
Here's a phone. There's my figures on it. So you could do that. Now it depends. Are you going to be black market friendly or not?
Wait, what do you mean?
Can someone who is a purveyor of goods that are not outside the legal system as this establishment is to
No. None of the stealing stuff.
Well, just selling.
No, none of the selling stuff.
Well, that gets up quite a bit.
But no, you guys don't have any place to talk about that. You're all at your super soldier drugs, next to your money, next to your ray launchers, next to your squid men.
We wouldn't have the merchandise here. It would just be a place to, talk.
Look, we're neutral, okay? Cool people can come and hang out. Magic people can come hang out. We're cool. We're where you go to not do that stuff. That's our brand.
Okay.
We don't do that stuff, but you can still not be stared at, and you can get a pomegranate. We'll expand the menu. You can get a pomegranate.
Apples can be choosed. So he's crunching.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'd be just regular, and that would be my job.
Okay.
I'd just keep it all regular. And Doombot would play video games, and he'd make drinks, and then the mummies could get paid in something. I don't know, but it would be just the goal would be to keep it level, keep it cool.
So what do you do when the police show up? Because sooner or later they'll find the place.
Well, how have they not found the place yet? There's thousands of you.
Well, the police are probably going to know about it now, so you probably get a visit after the festival's over. So you probably
can somebody do illusions? Illusion guy gets in free. See, that's how it works.
Okay.
Do we have anybody who's not in some form in legal hot water?
Yeah.
See, look, I'm looking at this. Lemon wedge. Can anyone conjure lemon wedges?
It's the same agromancer in the back.
Yes!
Well, she's a nomad. I know her. She travels the world, trying to revitalize farms and farmland and things like that.
So look, that's just the price of entry. We just load Doombot up with a spreadsheet, pops out whatever we need next out of the inventory system, and then when cover is now a sack of lemons.
You know what you could do is, if you wanted to make this really sustainable, though, it's only people in Chicago are going to be able to visit it normally. But there's not a huge. There's some base raiders and underground people here. What you really need, if you want to make that sustainable, is to add a teleporting pad to your front door, so anybody with a car could teleport in and just have a good drink. That would be worth it.
Well, I could do that, but we got to get the system set up.
Yeah.
Of trade first. So I'm running around with Beatrice and Math Lady.
Trying to establish a barter economy
and trying to establish a barter economy bar.
Okay.
That I can run like Casablanca.
All right, what do you want to roll for that?
I don't know.
Queen of the Nile?
I want to do something that doesn't require me giving up all my powers while simultaneously not condoning the murder sprees we inevitably end up getting.
You haven't murdered that many people.
Atmosphere Annihilator. It was literally the title. That's not like the street name. That was like Atmosphere Annihilator version point
and if
whatever.
you've heard of it, you'll know that they were all Russian mobsters and they were up to very bad things.
Yeah.
So
it was justifiable. So the Atmosphere Annihilator.
I wasn't here for that.
You were
I'm
not.
not entirely
and
sure that's
I didn't even have a choice. You guys shipped me on against
true.
my will.
Didn't you shoot a creature into the sun too?
That was me.
Without like speaking to it,
That's
or
super-
I get told to go do thing. It's like to do thing, you have to do the sun thing. And me and I got to go. Fuck, why not? So,
hey, have
All
a
right,
drink,
Bro Queen.
listen to some tunes,
Yeah.
drink
Bro-
some pomegranate,
Bro Queen of the
potato, apple juice.
That'd be a weird booze mahal, but I'd try it once.
What'd you get?
0.
You want to spend a fate point?
Do I have any?
We got 3.
Yeah. If you start with your refresh at least.
Oh, yeah, I'll spend a fake point.
Okay.
Trey needs direction.
Yeah, so with that, you do get context and you get promises from people, but you realize it's going to be like the math lady who introduces herself as iconoclast later on. Points out you're going to need a gimmick to get people to your bar. And most bars, if you don't want to allow black market people to make deals to sell, I mean, not necessarily have the merchandise there, but to meet clients and that kind of thing. Because there is another bar in Chicago that does that. The Silver Shield, I think, and that's where the
things get bought at a high price.
Yes. So.
Well, look, you can talk about whatever you want, okay?
But no.
Freedom of speech, but like you start messing around, the mummies show you the door.
Yeah.
On a palanquin. But it's super fast.
Yes, but no. If you wouldn't have to deal with it, you wouldn't have to allow black market marketeers to, work there. If anybody in the world could get there with it. Now, if you took an ideal teleporting pad and installed it in there with the right security measures, then anybody in the world could.
Well, I can do that. We found 4 of those.
Right, but you have to uninstall it and move it.
We're gonna rob someplace soon anyway because we don't have jobs. That's what I'm trying to fix.
Yeah, so I'm saying it's a goal. It's a character goal. So to fit,
So we'll just all have food and deodorant and clothes and stuff that people need.
Yeah.
And we just hang out at the bar.
Yeah.
And that could be just our thing.
Yeah. No, it's sustainable with the teleporting pad.
Okay, I can do that, yeah. We just got to get everything else arranged.
Yeah.
And then we'll go get a teleport pad.
Yeah.
The teenager's solution to finding life direction. Let's open a bar.
That's a lot of people's solution
We'll call
to
it
the problems.
puzzles.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a lot of people with powers here. No one is killing anybody else. No one's mind washing them.
Yeah.
No one's being exploited by mind washing. It's the middle ground I'm looking for. All right.
Yeah. No, it's out of all solutions. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's
None
a
of
good.
those things are happening
So,
that we know of.
If you're a giant that's blocking the sun that would irradiate everyone, but you can't move your feet without killing anyone. Just to make sure you're in a comfortable place to stand still.
We were already kind of
And that's our bar
for this, so
Yeah.
I'm recruiting everybody we can to work at this place.
Well, getting particular people, with their talents, that would each be another goal, minor goal. But if you wanted the agromancer to settle down, you'd have to basically build her a garden so that she could,
Agromance all day.
agromance in. Yeah.
I forget, did we actually buy the building yet?
That's you do not know what the legal status. of this
That's another
building
issue.
is.
Squatters' rights.
So you were technically
now-
squatted. You remember you just walked in and
And the
this
funny-
is nice.
And the funny thing is, who all has been actually building up loot? So
You have some loot.
Yeah.
Because you'll have to spend it for your.
I don't want
goals,
fire. I don't want loot, man. I just want a cool place to hang out
No, the loot's get paid
with a
for.
chill
Yeah, the
atmosphere.
loot. Well, you'll have to spend loot to.
Houses, if I catch wind of it, kid, have you been eating for the past month? Have you been staying under a nice roof that my fellows introduced us to?
Oh, so have you gotten word of this?
I don't know, have I?
No.
Yeah, well, you've been asking around enough, so all of you can have heard of his plan by now.
Half drunk, just
You know, sometimes you just need a project to work on to keep your mind off of the insanity.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, though. I see where you're going. I can go in that same direction, hence getting everybody to work here. No, I'm behind you 100% because that's what I've been doing. I know. A few bad turns. I'd like to turn it around, too. But just remember, who's been paying the bills?
No one? There's literally no bills. We've broken into this building.
Yeah, but the food wasn't free.
So where'd the food come from?
I've been sending people out for groceries.
So you stole them?
No, I've been paying for them.
With stolen money.
Salvage.
So that's why I should be grateful to you, because you stole money to purchase things.
Our salvage metals that you didn't sell for profit, that's not stolen, dude, if it's an abandoned base.
I'm sorry, what character's saying this?
Sorry.
I can point it out. Or you know what? One of my little,
Yeah, probably one of the minions is saying that.
It's salvage.
Yeah.
Salvage rights.
There we go. Don't worry, kid. No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. I'm behind you 100%. We're going to have to look into buying the building.
Yeah, everyone can give me an academics check to find out what the legal status of this building is. Or,
2.
2, okay.
3.
Alright.
Actually, 3, yeah.
It is actually owned by a corporation.
Fuck.
Well, you...
I mean,
chunk, is it?
on a D100 roll, it's likely owned by Bill's character. We got a decent shot.
Not my character. It's legal. Like,
Chunk.
not. Yeah.
It's not owned by Chunk, that's too easy.
Or even harder.
Let's see here. I have a name for it.
I started jumping to that. It's just like, I keep getting name dropped for some reason in this smallish bar.
We could go with Chunk's main competitor, Dahar and Sat.
It's owned by Walmart.
I just tried to think of this bar if it was designed by Deer and Shot, and it would be unusable.
I'm trying to find the one corporation.
I mean, the decor kind of matches now.
No one drove their car in.
Actually, no, it was bought by Reaper recently.
Oh.
Where's the...
Reaper is that startup that...
the ethical necromancy?
Yeah, the ethical necromancy startup. They apparently got an injection of venture capital funds from the Department of Defense.
Okay.
So...
Anybody else find that ominous?
Just
me?
We can work with this.
Yeah, you can go talk to Reaper.
Alright, I deflate.
Don't worry.
Beatrice pats you on the shoulder. Look, it's just another obstacle. You can overcome them.
No, this is how it starts. It's always how it starts. It's just one more thing.
It's how it starts, but
and then you're covered in blood, and everyone's screaming.
You didn't end up covered in blood the last time.
And there's a Bollywood
It was
dance
just like oil, mech juice. I don't know what that's called.
That was worth a lot, okay? That mech juice is really valuable.
Yeah. No, just talk. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, you can talk to Reaper to find out how do you want to approach him to get legal to buy back your building.
Or buy.
Buy.
Yeah. It's not really buy
I
back.
want no part of it if you gotta buy stuff.
Yeah.
You just want it free?
A sustainable barter system.
Well, you could.
Everyone is cool about it.
Well, if
all right?
you had a teleporter pad, you could set your bar up anywhere. Someplace where they don't have, real estate laws like, I don't know, the moon or Mars or another universe. And,
We've got some goodwill on Mars.
yeah. So,
And it's true that Mars base is pretty much abandoned.
They like us there. The
Why don't we
people
just
still
set up in the Mars base? That sounds like...
Then we have to get a consistent working
So the
telephone.
teleporter doesn't break.
yeah, that would
It's
be.
going to take a while for the repairman to come out.
There's a disadvantage in using Mars as your base as well as
Also,
an
Then you just extend the goal to be 2 teleporters. And you have one that's just
You can give me
for
one more
battle.
networking check.
All right. That's a no.
Okay. You don't know where Maxwell is.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. But I'm working on it.
Yeah, you're not right now. You just have to spin a scene to.
That'll be like another feature session. I just want to set
Well, yeah, I'd say the lead for that is you go to his old office, the Miami Herald Tribune, and get information from his editor. Hack their database.
So
or
at some
something.
point, I'm wanting a road trip to Miami for whatever reason.
Or just hack their database, or get a skilled hacker to do it.
All right, well, that was my idea.
Yeah.
You can go for whatever crazy plot.
Well, there are things going on in the festival. You guys have been talking all night now, so it's late at night. In the distance, all of you can hear an explosion.
God damn it.
Yeah. People start rushing out of the bar. So there's a bit of chaos, a bit of confusion. So do you guys want to check it out? Do you want to lock the bar down?
Do you want to be heroes or do you want to be safe? You guys are all about ethical decisions, so I'll follow.
So let's at least see what's going on.
Let's see if it's burning toward the building.
Okay. All right. So all of you leave. Along with. I assume you're going as well.
Yes.
Innocent people could get hurt.
It's nice to have friends again.
Right.
I'm invoking my own aspect.
All right. All right. You can get a fake one. That is your aspect.
I'm bringing some of the gang along. I guess I can figure out.
So Beatrice, some of the other underground leaders are going to. So you get to the nearby park where Festival's been having a major gathering. You see that some people set up some tents and things like that too, because they're going to.
I'm having my tattoos crawl onto my face.
They're all on your face.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to obscure it.
Oh, I see. And you can see that there's some sort of confrontation between two clearly superpowered people. A man in a leather jacket who's got a shaved head, and he's got glowy energy, firepower kind of thing. And there's a ring of people around him, and he's facing what appears to be some sort of lady made out of rock, and they're having some kind of argument. They're yelling in a language. Well, you understand it because you understand all languages. It's Finnish, and they're apparently having some sort of domestic squabble, talking about how they're apparently whether or not telepathy erotic telepathy counts as cheating or not, and. So
it's a question for our times.
Yeah, it is a question for your times. So it's a domestic argument. So it looks like, but they both have superpowers, and they're both more than a little drunk.
Was he making someone else think about sex every 6 seconds?
No, he was having a consensual erotic telepathic session with someone who was using a normal person, but who was using a telepathy boost patch, so temporary superpowers. And the rock lady apparently views. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the rock lady's like, not even a fully superpowered person, just a tourist. How dare you? That kind of thing. So it's messy, but it looks like the guy just lost control of his powers and inadvertently blew up their own tent. But they're just yelling at each other. It doesn't look like to you. You could tell they're not going to fight or it's not going to escalate, but. The rest of you see two scary, superpowered people with, one made out of rock and one with glowy energy fire powers, a burning tent. And, you could all give me empathy checks to see, because you don't understand language.
What roll?
You already understand what's going on.
Oh, no, I got a 0.
Okay.
I'm just going to calm things down.
Wait, give me, do you have
I don't
empathy?
have empathy.
Then you don't know if it's necessarily fine. Oh, you're going to use it anyways.
They're yelling at each other.
Okay.
Something exploded, and they're yelling at each other.
Okay.
Just avoid the Marvin Gaye for a moment. That could get weird.
Actually, that's a great idea. It's been building up inside of them.
So did you make it?
No.
Okay.
I'm just
6.
trying to figure out if I need to jump in here.
Okay. With a 6?
Yeah.
With a 0, your skills...
My skill is 5.
Okay.
Also, that's not a 0.
I know, but that's a negative.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that one.
Okay.
It's 5.
Okay. That's why I was like, what? All right, so you start trying to calm them down. Let's see here. They don't... Let's see here. One of them is starting... One of them actually, the man is resisting it because he's not familiar with you, so he doesn't know that you're trying to calm him down. So
just tunes, bro.
Yeah. Well, the lady is coming down. You two don't recognize it. I will give you a fate point if you think it's a fight's about to break out, and react in it. overreact, we'll say, if you want that fate point. In fact, temporary aspect. This looks worse than it really is. So this is a compel. So you can either get a fate point or spend a fate point to not do the thing. And the man is not accepting use of the power.
Okay.
So
we can tell that she's calming down, but he's not?
He is not. Some of the crowd is, some of the crowd isn't. Some of the crowd is yelling, "Someone's using mind powers on us all!"
Yay, I made it worse.
Oh, the +3 fate.
Well, so you two decide what you want to do.
Start tracking for neutralize.
Nullify a power?
Yeah.
You can use 2 points of variable to do that.
Ross, you should be like +3 fate last session. Does that carry over?
Yeah, I'll let that.
Okay, I'm just going to drop one of those.
Okay, so you can calm down. Are you trying to explain
I'm
it?
speaking in Finnish. Like,
So you're trying to calm them down.
I see the kids actually trying to do something about it, so there's something more going on here.
Okay. Are you going to...
Yeah, I'm going to juice up logos with nullify, range, and zone.
Okay.
And just focus on him, but just keep powers from...
Okay. All right, go ahead and give me a roll.
That's only a 1
Okay. He gets a 2.
at superhuman tier.
He's also at superhuman, so it's balanced. So
So-
he wins, so he knows that's being... All right, so you're going to give me Queen of the Nile to try and calm him down.
I really would like to get some points in that. So I'm not rolling untrained.
Oh, yeah, everyone who was in the last session gets one skill point. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
I'm at the bankroll.
You-
I'm at a +1.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention that.
0.
Well, yeah, all right, so you're not helping. And he is still using his power, so everyone is very confused right now. Things are getting a little more dire. As more people are tense, more people are igniting their powers, activating auras and power armor and invoking things. There are spotlights now overhead. Looks like there is some sort of high-tech helicopter or drone. You can't really tell.
Oh, that's not good.
This is the perfect lighting for a dance-off.
We'll just go from Trey on to, or actually, who has the highest alertness score?
1.
There are rocks around, right?
1, 0,
0.
0.
Okay, so the 2 1s go first. So Trey, what do you want to do as your action?
I really want to calm him down. Like,
All right, go ahead and get. You can try one more roll.
chill out, bro.
All right.
1, because I got a point in it now.
Okay. Well, 1's better than nothing.
The inspiration.
All right, this
really
is treated as a social conflict for right now, so that's 1 point of stress on the conflict. And let's see here.
That's 1 point of chillax. Conflict. Right.
All right, so you got 1 point of chillax going.
Thank you.
All right, Ivan, what are you going to do?
At the moment, if I try to do anything socially, I'm just going to make things worse. And the only way I can get intimidate on any appreciable level is to put on that fucking mask, so I'm not going to do that.
That's probably yeah. Well, the crowd's actually, it's not just the 2 people there. They're definitely more confused and trying to figure out what's going on themselves than arguing with each other, which is kind of an improvement. But the crowd is definitely agitated because of the spotlight overhead, whatever that thing is. So if you
I'm
could
going to try to look at the spotlight, I guess.
Okay.
Figure out what the fuck's going on.
All right, there you go.
Is that a examine or is that an alertness?
I'd allow alert. Examine is like
Examine
detailed.
Like
I'm
if I
checking
have
for
my
traps.
minions also looking, what the hell is this?
If you can get them close, right now they're on the ground.
Okay, so no matter what,
it's like
we're all
overhead.
Okay, so I'll just have to do an alertness then, just to figure out what's going on with that, which is mundane tier. Oh, hey, actually, it's not bad. +4. So.
+4. Oh, very good. You get spin on that. So you get one additional result. You can figure out faster and still do something else, or you can get as much information as
I'll go for as much information as possible.
All
right
right.
now. So.
It's not a helicopter. It is an oversized quadcopter with high-tech police, EPSA markings. This appears to be some sort of experimental powers riot drone. So it's got a lot of sensory gear, and it's got some sort of anti-riot stuff. You can see a net cannon, a stun, 4 mounted stun cannons, modified stun ideal launcher. Basically, the ideal gave the police departments in the years before Ragnarok stun cannons, which are just big laser.
So I know how
Maybe quadcopter.
I know how I'll say it next turn.
It's about the size of a police helicopter.
I'm just kind of like sussing out what's going on with it.
Yeah, it's unarmed. So those are the kind of things it has.
So it's a mini shield helicarrier.
There's no people on it.
It's a drone.
Yeah, it's a drone, like I said. And it's got a net cannon and multiple ideal stun cannons, which are just energy cannons that knock out people. It's also got a bunch of sensors on it, so they're watching this. So it looks like they're waiting for a causa, belli, an excuse to break down. So,
all right. So the next turn, I can probably warn.
So because they haven't fired yet, it's clear that they aren't. No one's actively fighting anyone. So like they're not going to crack down yet.
So like I said, it'll have to be next turn before I can yell anything out for anybody. But
okay. So Saul, what do you want to do?
Let's do nullify again. We don't need powers shooting out everywhere.
Okay.
That's a lot better. That's a 4.
All right. Yeah. You put out Fire Guy. So he loses his powers. But
don't worry, man. It happens to the best of us.
There are people in the crowd who look at you. So
you're under a lot of stress right now at work.
They're saying, "Wait, what are you doing? Are you a policeman? Why'd you do that to him?"
You have to tell us if you're
so you'll have to calm the crowd down next action.
I've got presence. That'll be fine.
Jeff. So you could try, your powers, there are people, there's a whole thing about using powers on people without their consent and that kind of stuff.
It worked out great last time.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? You could assess the crowd, try and figure out what's going on. Ivan's minions are passing on this information about the police drone to everyone. It's about 2 stories up. It's flying low.
Okay. Sorry, whereabouts, like, what kind of is this?
This is a park.
City park?
Yeah,
okay.
city park. It's at the corner of one, so there are buildings across the street from it.
Okay. Can I get any sense of, like, the drone's detection mechanism?
How are you going to do that? Just look at it. Yeah. Well, wait, do you have technology?
I do.
Okay, yeah, you could use that. But not with a negative.
I'm going to spend a fate point
to reroll your -4.
Yes.
Yeah.
But super science isn't empirical.
Yeah. There you go.
So that's an 8.
Yeah, with an 8, you get spin on it as well. So you wanted more information?
Is there any way that I could hover up to it without being picked up by its sensors? Does it have a blind spot?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's tricky to do, so you definitely have to make a flight check to hover in it.
Right.
So that will be your roll. So so you figured that out,
okay,
and you identify it, so next round you'll be able to fly up.
Bueno.
I
fly up.
New round. So let's see here. Fire Guy lost his abilities. The Rock Lady is kind of confused. She is about what's going on. She is looking at you because you're the only one other than Fire Guy who can understand her, apparently. So what do you want to do?
Hey, let's just chill out. It's all gonna be cool.
Okay.
It's where you guys love each other. And we can talk this out. Just
all right,
keep it cool.
I'll let you do.
Don't throw rocks at people.
Yeah,
or fire. Anything.
All right. So you're directing this at the crowd, so it's going to work about half the crowd, I assume.
Well, I'm speaking in Finnish. So
okay. Yeah. No, it's to her. All right. So that's not going to work on her because she is a woman. So your ability.
Well, I do have. Basic empathy, like, here for you, girlfriend.
Okay, you can roll presence at +0.
You're too good for that.
Yeah. Presence at +0.
I got a 1.
There you go. All right. She tells you, well, we don't understand what is going on. We come here to help you. In Finland, everyone is recognized as having equal rights. So you Americans, I don't understand this. She's just a complaint about, how...
So she made it a national thing? Now her boyfriend's cheated on her?
Well,
It's a bit of deflection, but okay.
Yeah, exactly. So
We saved your ass in World War II. Should be my response.
So, oh yeah, I'll give you a fate point if Tab comes to the forefront.
No. I don't want that fate point.
Oh, I want to give you that fate point.
Compel it.
It's true.
I could compel it, but there'll be answers for that. So, what are you going to do, Ivan? So yeah, the two lovers are now pretty much neutralized. It's just now the crowd.
Kind of convey the information, but it's not an obvious rule. It just makes people realize, hey, there's like a non-lethal riot control copter up there. We should probably calm down, folks.
Do you want to spend a fate point to activate your minions? Because they're experienced super crooks. They might be familiar with police tactics, dirty tactics.
Tell people how to spread out.
No, it's a story thing. But do you want to spend it or not?
Sure, I'll spend it.
Okay. You spend it. One of your minions. I'll let you choose who. Whispers in your ear.
It's a tactician. Let's just say Red Menace. He was a smart guy.
Red Menace. Oh yeah. Oh, I've seen this before. There's a plant in here. He's going to start a riot. You need to look for someone who's going to start some shit, so they have an excuse to crack down. I've seen it before.
Indicate everybody. You guys heard that? Start searching.
All right. So you can give me an alertness check.
Alertness or examine?
Definitely alertness.
Okay.
You're not fondling something up close. You're looking at
I'm guessing my minions would not give a bonus to that.
actually, you could use your minions for that. I would allow you to use your minions for this security base, basically.
All right, so would this be at the superhuman or
Yeah.
tier? Okay, so still only +1. But
Yeah.
That is a +1 total. Superhuman.
Okay. There are two that they identify. There are both angry young men, one with a fedora, one with a trench coat and army boots, and a katana strapped to his back. So the one with the fedora also has an anonymous mask put on.
Are they in proximity to each other?
No, they're in opposite ends of the crowds.
Okay.
So they one of them is probably a provocateur. So you're far away.
The other's the plant.
The other's just an asshole.
Yeah, the other's just an asshole. So you don't
can
know.
I indicate to Saul or whoever's nearby about this? who's
Yes,
not
your
blind?
minions, and you can yell and point it out. So Saul, what are you going to do?
We indicate to Saul either.
There
one of
might
these
be a
guys.
plant. It might be one of these two guys. Or you could just. But the crowd is really angry at you, Saul, because you were using powers. You neutralized his powers without permission. The fire guy's powers without permission. So the crowd is turned against you. So if you don't use presence to try and calm them down, they will impede you
I
in
was
some way.
like, we don't need things to get out of hand because that's what that wants.
You have to debate. It's street debate, It's,
Street rules.
Resolve!
yeah, exactly. Mr.
I'll spend one of my fate points for that.
The man's trying to keep
Oh, you see it in the point!
That's better.
All right.
That's a 6.
All right, with the 6, you're able to convince them it was for the greater good. The greater good. Several of them say maniacally, and in a monotone. And someone whispers, "Mr. A." Isn't sure why.
Callback.
Yes. So you don't have to worry about that. So good job. But you also get the information about.
Yo, man, you see the rebuttal on that ass?
So neither of the two. So neither of the two potential provocateurs have acted. So you could
don't want that
float
to be a
up
campaign.
and deal with the police drone right now, or you could try and stop one of the provocateurs. They're too far away that you couldn't hit them in the same zone. They're not in the same zone.
Right.
Urban youths. Street debate games.
The problem is I'm doing what I'm good at
Yeah.
right now, and I feel like if I go
Your
try
crease
to...
lands.
Well, you realize also if the police don't have footage or proof of the riot, then they can't send in the goons.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, give me-
That's why I'm going to continue flying up.
All right.
4.
4. Okay. With a 4, you fly up. You're there. You'll be able to fuck sort with the machine without without the drone operator being able to tell what you're doing. People below you will be able to see it because you're clearly flying up there. But you'll be able to.
I'm just going to loop the footage.
Yeah, you can do that. All right. So the two guys get back.
Can I spend a fate point to send another person to resist my to send Larry Swan to block one of the other ones? Independent action. I think costs a fate point, right?
Yes, it does. Well, hold on. First off, they're both going. They both disappear into the crowd because it's a large, crowded area. And so you lose sight of both of them. So you could spend the fate point now to say you put a tail on one of them.
Yeah, I'll spend the fate point.
Okay.
Just to kind of...
Before they disappear, which one are you putting it on?
Fedorable gets Lavender Swan.
Okay, Lavender Swan. All right, give me an alertness check for Lavender Swan, which would definitely just be your alertness skill.
Yes, that's a very good choice you made.
Wait, do people recognize your henchmen? It's like a giant crowd of super people, right?
They might be just cosplaying as those characters.
How many are that old?
Yeah. Yeah, they are golden age guys from the 40s. So
you'd have to be a real a real nerd for that.
There are some otaku. In fact, I could compel that.
Okay. Think about some of the cosplay you see at theater. There's a whole subset.
In fact,
how obscure
that's an excellent.
How deep of a cut can I make this?
Caleb, that's an excellent point. Compel. Do you want that fate point or do you want to spend it?
I'll take the fate point. Hell, why not?
All right, Lavender Swan, what'd you get in your alertness check?
He did not make it.
Okay. In case he loses sight, as some otaku's like, oh, you're the original Lavender Swan! Oh, I loved your band.
And he preens, by the way. He will preen.
Yeah. So the Lavender Swan stomps.
Worship me, fanboys.
The Lavender Swan loses sight of him.
I'm so glad you know my work.
And that's when you hear...
spending all that time in the painting, he hasn't had time to get jaded on the con circuit. So he's probably still flattered and not physically angry that people recognize.
All of you can hear a low bass sound coming from the crowd somewhere in its midst, and people start yelling and screaming. Some people start puking.
It's Hypnotoad.
Those of you with technology or computers can make a check to recognize it.
I get a 6 somehow.
I get a 4.
Those of you who make it, you with 6, you can get spin on that. You recognize it. It's a piece of old piece of supervillain gear used by some of the shitty villains called Nauseator, which just breaks, causes crowds to puke and become So
they're so close.
Well, that's the thing.
In the bar.
It takes it a little while to get up full speed. So you have spin, so you can figure out what do you want for that speed. You could either identify exactly where it is as your action, or you could figure out a way to shut it down quickly, or a way to or some other result. What do you want?
So I know the general area it's at.
Yeah. But you can't. There's a lot of people there. If you use your spin to identify exactly, you could tell somewhere else exactly where it is.
But I know the rough area.
The zone that it's in. Yeah.
I throw him at it.
Saul at it?
Yes, he's a giant nullifying zone. I physically throw him.
Okay. Give me your physical force skill, whatever it is that you rush over, or he leaps over in one bound because he has super leaping.
I get a 2.
2? All right. Unless you resist, you're going to be thrown that way. So.
I have flight. I'll stabilize before I hit the dirt.
All right. All right. So I guess we'll do your action next. You see the fedora guy running away from the nauseator, which has been placed at the base of a tree in a concrete planter, and people are already. Don't really notice it but they are especially very close to already getting affected by it pretty badly. But yeah, you can see it.
Do I have to roll flight to not crash into the dirt, or is that fine?
I would say next turn. You're up in the air at this point.
Okay.
He gave you a pretty good throw.
All right, so I'll spend this turn to see if I can just shut the nauseator down.
You're just blasting it?
No.
With your nullify. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pick nullify grenade.
Yeah.
Shit. Wow. That's 6.
All right, with 6, you magically you nullify it. You have to it's nullified as long as you're focusing on it. I mean, It's a temporary thing. The machine is not permanently shut down.
So I get no spin on that.
Let's see. It gets to resist. Let's see. Actually, you do.
Woo!
So you could. What do you want your spin result to be?
Can I give it an extra duration so that way I have some buffer in case I lose focus on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You juice the nullifying effect without trying. Well, you extend the duration, but you don't like juice it up so much you risk blowing it up. So, which might be bad. All right, so the crowd is a little unsettled, but there's nothing going on. So and you lose sight of the
Fedora guy.
Yeah, Fedora and the anonymous mask. So, Ivan, what are you doing?
Shaking a fist. No,
Okay.
I'm chasing.
Sorry, Saul.
I'm trying to track down Fedora guy.
Okay.
So, here's my target. So.
We're a team.
Alertness would work, or you could use your minions if you.
Minions are going to try to spread up to the crowd, and
Okay.
I guess at some point I'll have to figure out how to get Lavender Swan back. But
Oh, he's gone for the scene.
I'll run it through. All right. That is a total of 0. So
Okay. Yeah. He is.
because even if it's superhuman tier, it probably isn't going to matter here.
You get a 2, but he with that he's an extraordinary tier because he has the benefit of the crowd. But
Okay.
he got a he got a 4 total, I guess.
Okay, yeah,
so yeah,
I'm wildly searching for the guy though.
Yeah.
So
So Jeff, you can give me a roll to sabotage, dismantle.
Tech puzzle.
Yeah, tech puzzle
That's 5.
with the 5. All right. So you manage to. That's not quite enough for spin. It's kind of hard to do that without tools. So.
Right.
So you're able to. You can shut down one system. I assume the sensors. Okay. Yeah, it's blind now, so they won't have their footage of a riot.
Good. Even if there happens to be one.
Yeah. So new round. What are you gonna do? Do you want to go first? Who wants to go first? I guess.
I guess I'm just standing next to a couple that's
Yeah.
in an awkward finished silence.
No, yeah. Now they're not talking to each other, but you could try and calm some of the crowd down at least in the Nile because they're all upset and confused about what's going on.
Can't
Roughly
former
half the
Godhead
crowd?
help you out on this?
What?
Can't former Godhead help you out on this?
Former Godhead is languages, minions, transport, plus unusual. So that's
Okay.
mainly paladins and speaking all languages.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do Queen of the Nile.
Yeah, at least the guys will listen to you.
Chill out. Have a good time.
Okay.
I thought I heard the brown sound, but it's cool now.
All right.
I was on Mars for a while, and I didn't want to use the bathrooms. They were demons. It was a long story. Anyway, it's fine.
Okay.
Nothing's happening.
Give me a roll.
0.
All right. Well, they're just kind of.
Cleopatra's
they
face
stop-
palming in my brain.
Yeah, it's not very inspiring. Well, you're not making them angrier. They're just so. Ivan, what are you gonna do? You have one more. You have one more chance to find the
gotta catch this back.
provocateur.
I'm going to fate point that. So hold on, I'm going to reroll it because
He's gonna pay point it too.
that would still only be a +1 supernatural. Debating, do I want to try to do another aspect on it or
Sorry, what'd you get?
total +1 supernatural? So
Okay.
must have been superhuman. Sorry. Oh man. I'll do one more fate point. Old school villain.
They see him.
All right, go. I'll just
Well, you see him like he's getting out of the crowd and working is trying to get out. He's running as fast as his cargo shorts and sandals and socks attire can carry him.
so it's like
Jimmy!
Yeah,
Northwind, go!
yeah. So this will be a chase scene.
yeah.
Set a trap for him with Cheetos and
So you
Mountain
hear
Dew.
that. Now you need a flying check because you were flung.
I mean, that's a 1.
A 1, yeah, you don't crash. You manage to catch yourself in air before you slam into.
Anything?
Yeah, there are some other trees. So,
People.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't hit any branches or anything like that because it's a park. So you see that you hear the minions yell out, and you can see the guy in the anonymous mask and the fedora running away.
Can I collect the nauseator?
You'd have to fly back, but yeah, you can do that.
All right, I'm going to go get it because
Okay. All right.
I have to keep it shut down, or there's going to be a riot, vomit,
All right. You fly back.
vomit riot.
Vomit comet.
Buy it.
I thought we should close the time at the bar.
Alright.
Roll it out. To the
Alright, you fly back. You can see it's still on and still activated. Your magic's just suppressing it, so you don't know how. And it's got weird controls, so you have to.
I just need to get it out of the crowd.
Okay.
I'll grab it and fly up.
Okay, that's fine. Jeff, you've sabotaged the sensors. You're still under it. You want to keep sabotaging it, or you want to?
Yeah, like what other systems are available? I know you said.
Obviously, flight. Also. Weapons. There are 2 weapon systems: a net cannon and stun cannons, which are just like GI Joe laser guns that stun. Yeah. There is also a GPS tracking system on it. So those are the main systems. That you would have to disable that if you wanted to, steal it.
Right. That comes later. First off, net cannon on Anonymous.
Ooh. Okay.
Good call.
Unless, from up here, can I see they?
No, you're pretty far
ones.
up. There's also the spotlight. So you, with a simple technology check, you could angle the spotlight to point out the guy and track
the other guy,
the fedora guy. But that would be easier.
Okay, have we completely lost the other one? Or?
The other guy, you don't know what happened to him. You don't know if he was a provocateur as well, or he looks suspicious. Is all you know.
All right.
He has trench coat and katana. Could have just been so edge, much lord.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna try
He's
to
a time traveler from the 90s.
Net cannon.
See our dark future.
The Gentle Sir. That's his name.
What? Highlander's been canceled?
Yeah.
They've
that's a
rediscovered
6.
color?
To Net Gentle Sir.
Bastards.
That is enough to get it. So you can roll athletics to aim it, or if you have shooting. Actually, do you have shooting?
I don't, but I have athletics.
Okay. You can try and angle it and try and get it just like throwing a football.
All right.
Physics.
That is a 2, so I will go ahead and fate point that. Should be marking these off.
Well, you have an athletics at
I do.
All right. Didn't figure Jeff was the athletic type.
He's not
DJ,
many
man.
things.
You gotta look good when you're up there spinning.
All right. Let's see here.
Hodor's a DJ.
That's true.
And he's looking good while he's up there spinning.
Yeah.
Stop body shaming Hodor. You monster.
He's physically changed.
Wow, that's
Wait. 1, 2, 4.
4. Okay, that beats his 3.
Kink shaming is my kink.
He gets netted. So as he's cleared the park. So good job chasing a bird. So
If he's struggling mundane tears, just smack him in the face.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll for it instead of +4? I mean,
He's in a net.
I'm just gonna knock
Yeah,
him
he's
out.
in a net. It'll take him at least a round to free himself, and that's best case scenario.
I'm just gonna knock him out.
Yeah, so you easily capture him. So you've averted the riot. So good job. So everyone gets a fate point for that.
Yay!
You did good.
Pencil with eraser.
We do these. We do good things.
So do I have
When they
enough
take
time
place
to
outside our
hack the
door.
GPS?
It starts moving
You're
out.
the one that
You're gonna
wanted
have
to
follow it.
bury your head in the
Okay.
Back to the
right now.
police.
Right?
So you're
All
going
right,
to have to do quick.
I will make one attempt.
Okay, go for it.
3.
3. No.
Okay. Break away.
All right.
Hey man, if you've ever had a good bar, that's a service that the world needs. Okay?
All right, so you captured the fedora.
Northwind and I are
The
dragging
Gentle Sir.
The gentle sir. Sorry.
Northwind and I are dragging him back in the net.
Yeah.
He may be stressed.
That won't come right.
Do you want more of this?
No. People. Do you tell people why you're doing this?
If anybody questions,
Yeah. There are people who are like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? Let them out."
that noise,
Yeah.
him.
Oh.
We're taking care of the issue.
His body
Don't
odor.
worry.
Okay. When you point out the noise, they figure, oh, the nauseator. Oh, shit. Yeah, by the way, let's resolve that. You're flying. Give me an awareness check to see if you notice him. As a
Zooming towards him.
Oh, you're flying towards him?
Yeah.
Okay.
-1.
Okay, you're just flying back down to the ground, so you're going to have to get back into the crowd range if you want to catch up to him.
Fine. Damn it.
All right, so he zooms into you as you touch down, and he shoves a nauseator in your face. You look at it and you see...
Fuck?
It's being magically
Goes off and
suppressed,
starts
but the
spinning.
power's building, so...
Okay.
Technology.
Oh,
negative
it's going to
two.
go off in his face, isn't it?
All the birds in Chicago vomit.
3.
Start spinning.
Okay.
I'll spend a fate point.
Okay.
Super science is not a miracle.
What tier is that? Monday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a 5.
Okay. You can't safely disable it. You have to destroy it.
Okay.
So you can either have someone with an energy blast blow it up, of course, or you could...
What about a soul Kopesh?
Soul Kopesh would be a good way to do it.
I'm holding it, and all I have to do is just go, shoom.
Okay, do that.
Okay. So you're blowing it up? You're
Yeah.
just holding it? Okay. Give me a resist damage check. Yeah, if you don't, it's endurance. If you don't have endurance,
Wait, are you
roll-
above the quadcopter?
No, he flew back.
Okay.
I have
Quadcopter was
none
heading
of
back
those
to
things.
police.
Okay,
And
well,
the old
he's an
and stealing
exploding
things,
energy
so-
device, so... Okay.
-1.
Soul's gonna be busy
Okay,
for a
you
while.
take 6 physical stress. It blows up real good.
I pass out.
Okay.
Because that is all 6 of my stress.
So what are you doing with that net over there? Oh, God!
Yeah. So
Boom, boom. You know what's wait. Take this jackass back to the bar.
if you take a minor consequence, you'll be fine. Or-
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I got
think
Saul.
This is better.
I'll pick up Saul and carry him back to the bronze
You
door.
get him back. Yeah, your clothes are.
And we've got
Damn it, we're so close.
He's recovered.
It's so going well.
It's okay. As long
Actually,
as
no.
you're
I'll
the
give you a
only
fate
ones that
point
get
if
hurt.
you're. It is just overloaded with the nauseator power, so you get it in full effect. So, you just need a new change of clothes. After.
God, it's everywhere.
All right, you get a fate point.
I didn't think the human stomach could hold that much.
Not even the mummies want to touch him.
Saul. Showers in the back. There's a side door that kind of goes to it immediately. All right.
Yeah. All right. So you'll be out for a little bit. You'll be out for the interrogation as you wake up in like a mummy is sort of delicately shoving,
a mop handle.
with a mop handle, pushing you in the shower, just throwing you some sweatpants.
In the meantime, old school bad guys are really good at tying people to chairs.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, that's true.
They like compare different
They're
knots
artists.
to use. It's almost like listen to sailors.
It's too
compare-
tight. It shouldn't be too tight. It should be fine. I mean, you can't move, but yeah, it's not going to cut off the circulation. No permanent damage. So, unless we put this cigar out in your eye. Now talk. Is that cool anymore? No. All right.
No. Jade. Let's lay out the cigars, tortures.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be. We're doing the good thing.
Found
now.
rusty pliers. You know how hard it is to find rusty pliers? I had to rust them myself.
Hold on to those.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh no. But no. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. We're trying to do the good guy thing. Let's try to do. Let's do it. Let's do the thing.
Dumb Urban Dictionary, rusty pliers.
Heyo. All right, so you got a fedora guy tied up in the back at the brass door. He had his cell phone on him. It's clearly a burner phone. There's only a few numbers on it that are all just
Hey
like.
guys, is Saul okay? Who's this?
Saul's cleaning up. He got hit by the nauseator. This guy set it off. And we may need somebody who's good with talking to make him tell us who sent him to make things bad.
Why'd you tie it?
We're
Can't run a bar if we're like kidnapping people, man.
we're in the back room. I mean, nobody's going to see it. And we're not kidnapping. We're taking a police action. It's a citizen's arrest. You get to do it, so it's ethical.
Look,
how's that? You can keep it nice and ethical.
Ivan knows about all different types of arrests.
Oh,
Technically, only once. So,
Yeah, Tab is actually no. We need to get in there.
it wasn't even an arrest. It was a beating.
It's for America.
damn it. All right.
All right, so you wake him up.
Chair guy.
There's backup on the way. You need. It's only a matter of time. They'll be here any minute. You need to let me go now, or it'll just be worse for you.
Okay, man, I want to let you go.
All right, let me go then. Then I can talk to the my backup, my team is on
Backup
its
of
way.
who? I don't know, man. Like
I am a member of an
there
elite
was
squad of
these
commandos.
Finnish people arguing, and then there was this sound that was going to make everyone poop themselves. And then I threw a guy at it, and it stopped. And then, like, I don't know if that couple's going to be all right. I hope so, but I was dealing with that. And I came back here, and you were tied to my chair. I think it's my chair now. Yeah, it is. I run this bar. I don't know if we're going to keep the name, but...
All right, listen, Maggot. I have over 300 confirmed kills. I know how to kill someone with every part of my body. I've operated everywhere.
Oh, God, he is an MRA.
Yeah.
I'm just like glaring at the guy.
I will teach you a world of pain. So he's being a very tough guy.
Can I do an intimidate to back him up?
To a Queen of the Nile.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, well, like, don't you find me weirdly sexy? And then they'll, like, make you, like, question things about yourself?
No, please interrogate me.
Maybe
Illegal seduction.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to sit in the back.
I cannot resist your sire.
Okay.
Alright, so what if, like, I'll give you my number and interrogate you later if you just tell us everything that you were doing out there now and don't report anything to anyone and leave.
I say, I prefer looking background. I go, and it just got weird. And Abner Swan goes, did it?
You got the result. He accepts those terms. Can you at least just touch me so I know that you're real?
That wasn't the deal. Here's my number. I write down like a really obviously fake number.
The National Rejection
It might just have
Hotline.
6 numbers in it.
Yeah.
And I give that to him.
555-123.
Yeah. And I will have the villains escort him from the door.
All right, so you're not going to get any information from him.
I thought we got the other
We didn't get the information.
Okay, yeah, we didn't get the. You didn't get.
Oh, yeah, well, I know.
Yeah. No, please, just before I tell you anything, just I need to know you're not an illusion or a hologram.
I'll, like, kick his foot.
Somebody
Yeah.
noticed me.
Okay, yeah. Right. Anyway, talking.
I got in too deep. I bought powers, superpowers, and I used them. But then the police found me. They made me a deal I couldn't resist. They told me that it's a game that there's a fascist uprising, a fascist communist uprising of anarchists who are totalitarian and they're very bad. And I needed to, the police needed to know they were going to attack America and destroy all GameStops before the new Call of Duty was going to come out. And yeah. So I had to stop it for the good of red-blooded Americans everywhere. And our Japanese import section, which we fought so hard, we petitioned so many times for them to add that.
What's worse, this kid or what's the Nazi or what's coming out of this kid's mouth?
But
So he tells you that he's a police informant. Apparently he bought some kind of power from the internet.
so he's a denial. He's an idiot. He's a deniable asset.
Yeah, he's an undeniable asset. So he does. His burner phone has 3 contact numbers on it, and he told that there was a nice lady that he talked to, who was totally into him, by the way. But yeah. That's
He's all red.
That's
pill,
great.
so
Just like,
doesn't matter. Totally.
well, I have your name now.
Well, I'm a fugitive now. They said if I didn't do this, they were going to prosecute me, and I can't go to prison.
Okay, yeah.
No prison can hold me.
I said the start. I'm like, well,
Yeah, well, you need to go on the run then.
Will you help me? Will you join me? I said,
No. So I have your name,
Yeah.
and I got your
What's his
number.
name, by the way?
Oh, God.
Eddie, friend best of now.
We lowered Boner Hitler.
All right, reload Boner Hitler. It's a name, I reject society.
Yeah,
And so society, I must create a name that society would reject. I am Weed Lord.
Okay,
This is my tale.
that's great. So, like, I'm going to call you for sure, but my power, once I know your name,
Yeah.
I know all your internet handles.
Yes.
And I live in the internet. So if you start feeling weird about this later,
Yeah.
you don't go sublimating that sensation into comments, okay? Because that would be
Okay.
A big turnoff for me.
Give me another check.
You be nice to people on the internet.
Yeah.
You.
All right.
It's +3.
Oh yeah. All right. You actually will. You actually will follow your word.
All right, mummy, take him out the door.
All right. I'll call you.
Yeah, give him my number.
Yeah.
In Egyptian.
Yeah. All right. He doesn't read hieroglyphic. There's no Google Translate for it.
Yeah.
Do you take his burner phone?
I guess.
All right. Or you can give it to him. Let him have it. But
I don't care.
okay. He takes it.
I just wanted the illegal kidnapping.
Give it to
out
Jeff.
of the bar.
Okay.
This is not.
Weird.
He's thrown out. We lured one out.
So did we learn anything?
He's an idiot that the cops used because he was
An idiot.
I've got to use that line next time somebody has me in an interrogation room.
Yeah, you didn't even find out what his power was. Because he apparently...
And I say that like,
Yeah.
seriously, kid, your entire fear of doing something illegal when we're already doing so much illegal just by breathing.
I mean, like, I'm okay with the illegality stuff. Like,
He could destroy the bar.
yeah, I just got into that. Like, you're really, like, using that on me like it's my religion or something. I'm just, like, trying to
It's
find
what's
a
the
thing
point
to
of
do.
contact, okay?
I mean, like, it's really just kind of like naked coercion. I mean, you're better than that, Ivan. I want to say you are, but
Listen.
I don't even know. Like, look, it was just, he's done now. He's gone. He's like a fugitive guy. They already did the one thing. We stopped it. We got his phone if you want to do more stuff, but, you know, it's
Well, let's
good.
give the phone to Jeff. He'll know what to do.
Okay. If you want to follow up on it, yeah, there's 3 numbers. You figure out which one it was his handler.
So we stopped a riot. That seems pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how that went, but, like, fighting the cops, maybe an overextension, maybe too far.
I didn't do that one.
Okay. Well, then where do we go after this? Like, he has phone numbers. What do we do?
Well, it depends on what you want to do. You could just drop the matter and focus on looking for a teleporter pad for your bar. You could follow up with Jeff's subplot or Saul's subplot or Ivan's subplot. Yeah, so you all have subplots now. So it's kind of just resolving your character's personal needs at this point. Kind of figure out what you want to do. How do you want to change the world? Do you want to open the world's greatest bar for non-humans?
It's a mixture of, okay, we're not, like, exclusive.
Well-
You gotta check your powers at the door.
Well, you kind of did imply that.
Yeah.
No, those people can come. Like, it's a mixing ground.
Oh, they're those people now?
So, Dawn, as you're all talking, you can just chill out for a little bit. I mean, breaking up a riot.
Here, kid. Have a drink.
Exhausting. So there's just going to be the festival's going to break up tomorrow
or something.
Oh,
but they're going to end it with a big speech. Beatrice is going to give a speech to everyone about the importance of civil rights and everything. And they're going to launch their lawsuit to give them.
Oh, we can advertise the bar there, guys.
I'll tell you what. I can
We
burn up.
could
We'll get some
protect her
Like,
from the
all
inevitable
inorganic
assassination.
foods. Magically sourced.
magically sourced.
Let's just.
Cruelty free.
How much?
Yeah.
Okay, to give everybody who's at the speech, like if someone else wants to tell Beatrice, she mentions, "Hey, come by for a quick drink. You get one free."
Because everything's technically free
Well,
if you engage in the party.
I would probably have to actually pay for the.
We're going to ask you for ammonia because we need to mop the back floor or
Yeah.
something. But
Well, there's a reason why barters. Yeah, I mean, post-security is possible with. Barter is possible with post-security stuff. But yeah, there's a whole supply chain you have to build up.
Yeah.
from the
Really,
scratch.
this offer would involve spending loot, and how much
Yeah.
would that be?
For what?
Having enough booze on hand, if she says, and anybody who wants to can go for a quick drink at.
For the rest of them, another 5 loot for the rest of the
I'll just spend it.
Okay. All right. So you guys are focusing on protecting her for the speech because you mentioned
Because inevitable assassination attempt.
what?
Or somebody might rush the stage and be like, "I'm gonna let you finish."
Yeah.
You know.
oh, God. Super Kanye.
Super Kanye.
He can't be stopped.
He merged with the band One Direction. There is now only one direction, and it is west.
I buy that. I believe that's a thing.
God damn it.
Darkest timeline.
I kind of want you to possess Kanye and have to roleplay him.
Hasn't that happened before?
I know. I want to have it happen again. All right, so you guys can do anything before the big speech?
Do the Bart Simpson scene in the hallway. I'm so great. I'm so great.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just like, I order the extra booze.
Okay.
And since I've got the converted loot, I mean, I just pay for it.
All right.
I eat crackers very slowly.
Okay.
Here's a lemon and a lime. What can you make?
Okay. Yeah, you're just all hanging out. So the speech comes. There's a massive crowd. It's in front of City Hall. Everyone's marched there. Again, the city, the government isn't ready to crack down on it because they didn't have their riot last night. There wasn't even footage. The news media isn't even reporting on the disturbance, and so it was over so quickly.
Well, shucks.
Yeah. But all you can give me is, I assume you're marching with the group.
Sure.
Following it.
Mask on.
Yeah.
Not that mask, the non-powered mask.
Yeah, not the tiger mask.
Yeah. The cat mask stays off, it's just the green mask.
Okay. Give me alertness checks as you're walking around.
So, I think there's a road we're walking on.
Okay.
I'm not certain, though.
0. 2. Okay.
Negative 3.
Alertness. Okay, so you're all just... So wait, you got to...
I got you.
We will protect you.
Look how tall the buildings are.
There's actually a conspicuous lack of police protection. They haven't cordoned off roads. There's no snipers out front, so they're kind of...
I'll just indicate to the group, guys, isn't this a little weird? I mean, there was riot gear out in force last night, and now there's nothing. Literally nothing.
Guess maybe I should have tried harder to steal the quadcopter, even if it is an inferior design.
That's on you. Apparently, we're supposed to be good guys now. So, but there's no cops.
We
Zero.
move so many things on the roads with it.
Zero
The
cops.
conjunction of trucks.
It's nowhere near big enough for that.
Seriously, there's fewer cops than a regular day. Isn't that?
But we could take out an airbase.
You can take out any number of airbases.
Oh, God. I like the quadcopter design with a power cable, so you can tell exactly where it launches from.
The baby quadcopter.
So I assume you've seen those too, right? The crazy quadcopter videos from Tahir and Saad.
We're watching it after we start the recording.
All right.
All right. She gets. So Beatrice gets in front of the crowd, in front of the podium, or behind the podium, obviously, to begin her speech. The Logos kind of smiles and snickers at you a little bit. Oh, this is going to be a very memorable speech.
Is it?
Yes.
How so?
Well, that would require you to use my abilities in some way. Unless you wanted to make a deal, of course. A new deal.
You know what? I feel like I need a laugh. Let's hear this. What are your terms for this deal?
Regardless of what happens, if you do not die within a year and a day of today, you will set me free.
No deal.
Okay. It'll be fun. Everyone, anybody with Arcana, can make a check now.
3.
3. Okay, so she begins to speak. You can tell she's not using her supernatural powers to influence people. She's just speaking, but she's a very eloquent speaker. She begins talking about civil rights and equality and how we all feel pain, and we are all, even if we aren't even necessarily mortal, if we weren't born.
If you cut us, do we not bleed strange glowing green blood?
Or if you're made of porcelain, maybe you just crack.
Schwarzenegger, they do bleed.
Yeah. But she begins glowing, which means magic's. You realize with your Arcane of 3 that magic is being worked through her. Someone is channeling magic into her. And it's starting to become, it's barely perceptible at first, but it begins building up. And you realize she stops speaking and she starts emitting, she's going full Akira kind of. So she's building up. So,
Saul, is that supposed to happen?
Nope.
I've never seen freaky doll chicks before.
So
just that one video.
You realize quickly what is going on. Someone is basically has figured out a sympathetic link to her and is pouring magical energy into her to turn her into a magical bomb, which is not playing great for the cameras. Obviously, you don't know how long it's going to take to build up. So this is going into the combat or action scene essentially. There's a crowd that's panicking, like, "What's going on?" Some people are rushing forward, trying to help her. Some people are running away. There are some sorcerers there that are trying to help, but they are mostly being neutralized. It looks like whoever's doing this knew who her entourage was, who her followers were, and was able to figure out how to counter them. You guys are wild cards, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, all right, how do we...
So as far as the neutralizing...
Lucas, how much of this energy can I safely siphon into myself or you?
That depends entirely... By the way, you get all your stress back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured.
He says nothing. He doesn't have to unless you invoke his abilities. So, are you going to use information as one of his trappings?
Sure.
All right. Information. Go and give me a skill roll. Your mind floods with arcane knowledge.
That's a 3.
3. You realize with his remaining knowledge, you could channel it. You could channel basically. You can filter it into any number of tracks, well, into composure or health. But there's a lot of it there, so you could safely channel both of them into yourself and absorb a lot of it, or you could absorb like composure to the rest of the group or health to the rest of the group, or to any number of people who want to talk innocent people into doing this. But you don't know if that's going to be enough because you don't know what she's tapped into. So that's what you get with this round of information.
Okay.
So do you want to use the rest of your trappings, or do you want to?
I want to. Can I use the rest of my trappings to teleport her and I to Mars, to the abandoned base?
No, that's too far. You're not accessed. You could teleport her far away, but it would be somewhere on Earth.
All right, somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, you could try. You could try. You would post skill check.
Lake Michigan?
Yeah, somewhere far, hopefully.
All right,
safe.
that'll be your next action, though.
Yeah.
All right, you spend the rest of your trappings to do that, so you can try that. There's a crowd panicking. You can try and calm them down, obviously. You could try and figure out where the sympathetic link is coming from. That would be like alertness checks or something else. You could ask your mummies to start searching the area. Whatever the link is, it may be close by.
I will tell the mummies to search the area.
All right, give me a roll for your mummies.
0.
All right. Well, they're trying their best.
So bad at everything.
So you can always, at the end of the session, you can swap one of your existing skills out for one of your new ones.
That's one of the higher ones.
Yeah. Oh, do you have it at +1 or
I have
+2?
it at +2.
Okay.
I roll
So you
a lot of minuses over here.
Well,
A lot of minuses on the old fudge dice.
Ivan.
Start looking. Okay, so when you said the entourage is being neutralized, it's not.
You can see magical effects as the other sorcerers did. You could just see there's some sort of wizard bullshit going on.
Somebody needs to get the people to safety. Like there's.
Yeah, you could evacuate people.
Yeah, if I could do that without having to be charismatic, just all right, folks, get out.
Intimidate would definitely work.
All right, I can just do a regular intimidate.
Yeah.
I got that. Oh, hey, that's a +4.
Yeah.
Monday. Get out! It's gonna blow up.
Move. Stop running, everyone.
Get out!
Yeah. So you're really good at organizing people to get the fuck out. So good job.
Keep organized. You stay in line.
Crowd forward.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff. You could calm the crowd down.
Yeah, well,
They're moving.
yeah.
If they're calm, they're going to be more efficient moving out. So
Okay, it
or you
won't
could try and
dampen
deal with
his intimidation.
No.
no, you can. Multiple people can contribute. So.
Okay, I will do that.
You can actually do the marching song. Let's go. Yeah. Everyone go to the lobby. Everyone get the fuck out. Get away from
Bridge
the
over
magical
the river
ladies.
Kwai.
Okay, bridge over the river. All right.
No, the Imperial March in a major key.
Yeah.
No. 5.
All right. All right. Yeah. No. With
I watched that the other day.
it's a good movie. Yeah.
Bridge over the River Kwai, not Star Wars.
Yes, Bridger.
Okay.
Star Wars. Who watches a minor, obscure movie like that? Yeah. All right. So the crowd is actually, you've made a huge inroads. You've gotten the crowd pretty far away. They're not entirely moved out, but you've made a lot of progress in that part. So new round, she's glowing more. This is round 2. You don't know when the end date is or when she's going to explode, but so what are you going to do? Trey. You could have the mummy search again.
I guess.
Or you could use leap to try and jump around. Well, to see
Jump up and get down.
To search the area.
I will send the mummies.
Okay.
They're probably more observant than I am.
All right.
Wow.
Turns out no.
-1.
Okay. Well,
It's getting worse.
Well, your mom. It's not. It's just because you're rolling poorly. It's not because of your character's built poorly. I wanted to make that clear to the
Was
listeners.
that fucking passive aggressive?
No.
At least you're using your powers as they say they are listed on this sheet.
Yeah. Let's see here. Ivan.
Is everybody?
You got 9 points out of 10 to move the crowd out. So one more action. If you get a police to +1, the crowd will be moved to safety.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Just get the march a little bit more. Almost authoritative tone somehow.
Yeah.
10 + 2.
Yeah, that's enough. So the crowd is moved to safety.
We save people.
You've cleared the street, essentially. You don't know how big the explosion is going to be, but if it's that big, they wouldn't be able to run to safety anyway. So,
along the way, is there a chance to notice if people are actually in the buildings?
Oh, well, that's an alertness, or you can use the minions to search next round.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that.
Okay, so give me a roll to see if you can teleport.
Fate point to re-roll that.
Okay.
It looks worse than it is. Thanks for that free aspect, Ross. So that's a 4. I'll go ahead and spend another fate point, spiritual counsel.
Okay. Burning the lot.
Hey, I've been stockpiling them.
Okay.
I'm going to save people.
You open up a portal to the middle of Lake Michigan. The water's right above you, or you just open the portal right behind you. You start shoving her through. Magical force is keeping her linked. It's changed the area, but you're pushing her. So it's basically an ongoing struggle. So basically, you've let's see here. I'll say she basically. The magic ritual has 6 stress, and you got 6 over 2, so you inflicted 2 on it.
And this is how a major NPC dies.
Yeah. So the cameras are watching you as you're trying to. Everyone can see the water and a circular portal behind them as you're just like get in there, And Beatrice is you can't even see her face anymore. She's just glowing too much. It's it's like watching an atom bomb in slow motion at this point, almost just at one millionth of a second speed. So, Jeff.
Okay, so there are people obviously channeling magical energy into.
Yeah, she has a couple of underground followers that are sorcerers. They're the only people aside from you that haven't cleared the street, and they're trying to fight, trying to help her, but they're being counterspelled. So they're her followers.
Okay,
they're her assistants. You don't know where the bad guys are. Okay. No one's searched for them yet, really, except for Trey, but he has rolled poorly, which is not his fault. It's just the dice. So he's trying to do everything.
The pump is primed for random dice things to happen, so okay. I'm going to search for them.
Okay, what's the other using?
Alertness.
Alertness is great.
0.
You give it a lose 0. You can't fly though, so I'll give you a +2 bonus for this.
Okay.
You fly around.
0.
Okay. Well, with the 0, even with the +2 bonus, yeah. So you don't want to spend a fate point?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Fly up
I will.
To get a better sense, and you can see a building just down the street, but through a window, you can see sort of a weird purplish glow. It's about 2 blocks to the south of where you are.
Okay.
It has a direct line of sight on where she is, but just barely. So you yell and point out that way,
Right.
I assume.
So even anything that would break the line of sight would probably do it. People
Well,
who
definitely,
throw
yeah.
big, heavy things.
Yeah. Well, if
Do
you
whatever you think.
If you had arcane knowledge, you would know. Or if you were mystical, well, you're kind of busy right
Yeah,
now. So that was round 2, I believe. So now we're on round 3. All right. What are you gonna do?
I guess look again.
Well, he pointed out there's
Okay.
the purpley glow 2 blocks away inside the. Yeah, you can make a leaping check to
Jump
get
over
there.
I get a 1.
That's enough. That's
Yes!
superhuman strength. So you leap 2 blocks and crash jump through an open window.
superhero landing. It's gonna be superhero.
Yeah, and you do the superhero landing. It's really bad for your knees, but it looks so cool. You can't not do it. You're a teenager still, so. But there is a sort of a figure. They're actually. First, it looks like one, but you see there's 2 figures in there. They're both very thin, dressed in very poor, like Salvation Army clothes. They both have gas masks on, and they are both holding their hands in like a purple energy vortex.
Hey, stop it! Stop! Cut it out!
You can do one simple action. What do you want to do? You could either try and punch them. You could just try and reason with them. You don't know. You can't tell their gender from their clothes. They're like fully. They look very thin.
So like a sheet or anything?
There's a sheet in the room. Sure.
I like
It's like a
throw a sheet over it.
Do you want to gain a fate point or do you want to spend a fate point?
I'll spin one. If
All right, yeah, spin one. It actually weakens the thing.
You distract them, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's the canary effect.
Yeah, and I'll say it causes 1 stress to them because it's like, what
That
the
breaks
fuck?
line of sight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They're in a sheet.
The sheet quickly disintegrates, but you weakened it, so good job.
Nah.
Yeah.
That wasn't mine.
Pose the vortex with the soul core.
The room is being painted, that's why there are sheets, by the way. So, anyway, Ivan.
I'm just hauling ass with as many minions as can keep up,
Okay.
and just making my way towards that. And I guess do I see the sheet thing happen?
Well, no, it's inside the room.
Okay, so I'm just running towards
You
it.
can, yeah, it's like 4 stories up, 2 blocks away.
So
So,
it'll take me a while to get there. I can make an athletics roll, maybe. Or
You can make athletics?
I have athletics.
Yeah.
You got an old speedster in there?
Nope.
An oldster?
Actually, if you want to spend a fate point, I could say one of your minions has a grappling gun that would probably work at least once.
Who would have it?
It's a strong. So it would probably work at least once.
Lavender Swan.
Lavender Swan happened to pick one up from the interior.
You see,
Oh no, my friend! He gave it to me over the
necessary
eBay.
to always
bought
be
it.
prepared
Gave
for
it to me.
circumstances.
All right, let's
like
go.
this.
All right.
Here, give it
You can
to
take one
Rob.
minion with you. Yeah, so
It's
glad.
me and Lavender are going up.
All right,
so.
give me athletics to see how on point you are with the grappling.
No, that's not too bad. That would be a total of 3.
All right.
Grappling on.
All right, so behind you, a window breaks as a grapple shoots up just right past your head.
Oh, God.
And then a second later, you see Ivan and Lavender
You can
crash
almost
through.
hear the exciting
You
breath.
went-
Like, I just destroyed their sheets.
Yeah.
Now we broke a window.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Out of character. Shut it, Morty. No, in character.
That took you a little longer to get there, so
probably-
you don't have arcane, do you?
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to jump in blindly.
Okay. So that takes your action to
Yeah, it's
grapple
getting
with it. Yeah. But you get there, you'll be able to act next round. You give me another logo check.
I'll spend a fate point. Friendly neighborhood trauma specialist. I'm trying to prevent trauma.
Yeah.
So then I'm at 2 fate points. So that is a 4.
4. They get a 6 this time. They are an
Douchebag.
ascendant tier, so, that's the heavy mojo. You can still inflict damage, though, but you will take damage. You want to do that?
Yes.
Up to 2. Okay, so you take 2 stress. They take 2 stress.
Is it typed?
I let you choose whether it's composure or
Let's
health.
do composure at first.
Okay.
It's always more fun to do the mental stress and then you start bleeding.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, there's feedback. You're definitely delaying this. She realized she's already gone beyond critical. The instant you stop, she'll explode. But they're fighting to keep her here, to explode here. You're pushing her, but you're making progress at pushing her through the portal. Jeff. So you saw that happen. You saw those two. One jump in, one grapple in. What do you want to do? You look down. You could see. Actually, you do see the other sorcerers. You could try and inspire them.
The sheets do nothing.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, because I was thinking. I mean,
No.
I don't really have any attack vectors.
No, right now, no, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not with my stuff. Damn. Well, +2.
Okay, well,
Go team.
go team. All right. Well, they seem to be making some progress. They haven't fought through the entire thing, but they are certainly doing ahead of schedule. And actually, a little bit of porcelain flies off of Beatrice's hands into one of her followers' hands. So you see that happen.
So now they have the sympathetic link.
New round. It's round 4. The purple energy vortex inside the room is...
So they're holding it between them?
Yeah, it was kind of floating between them, and they're pouring magical energy into it. So they're magic. I mean, it's magic. You don't know much about magic, so you could channel Cleopatra to get more information.
We have time. Man of action. So I'm going to remember that time when I was 12. That one time I tried out for the basketball team before I get kicked out of school for being a school shooter, thanks to the ideal. And I'm going to try and box one of them out. Just get in front of one.
In between them and the vortex.
And just sort of box one out.
Okay. Just
kind of push back against him.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say, stop it. just stop it.
Give me
you
a
gotta back up and move him away from the vortex.
Boy, I'm rolling shitty too.
I got a 4 on that. It's superhuman.
All right.
It's a good box out. It's like Kobe level. He does basketball things, right? I don't know. Everyone.
All right. So here's your choice. You can either avoid taking damage, or you can take damage and disrupt the thing as well.
I'll disrupt the thing and take damage.
Okay. You take 1 physical stress. Armor does not apply to this. It's energy courses through your body. Harmful magical energy. It's you're in between them and the.
Make sure you're going the full Morty approach on this. Stop it.
Yeah. So
Team attack with Lavender Swan. I'll be taking whatever. Since I'm seeing it's obviously going to hurt, do something to harm. He's doing more backup to boost my.
Yeah, I was like,
haphazard fighting.
Lavender's like, I fucking hate.
He's in the background doing one of these.
Do you have any more sheets?
Yeah. I got sheets.
Throw some sheets on.
I got sheets for days.
All right, give me haphazard fighting.
Haphazard fighting. So he's giving me a boost. That was what I boosted actually with a skill point. So it's a total of +3. Okay. Then I'm rolling, and I'm going to spend my last fate point.
Okay.
No half measures. Going all in.
Okay.
That's still a +3.
+3. With a +3, they rolled pretty poorly. So, you. Let's see here. What are you doing exactly?
Mainly just swinging it wildly. But if I get a chance, can I shove them into their own portal?
You try and trip one and stumble into one. Do you want a fate point?
I'll take a fate point.
Okay, you fall with them into the energy vortex.
Yay!
You disappear. We'll get to you in a second.
Wonk.
There's an explosion inside the room. You are thrown out the window. Lavender Swan also
with the other guy, right?
They both disappear.
How would they both disappear if you pushed one of them in?
I
was boxing them out.
Yeah, that's right. All right,
I was literally the whole person. This whole purpose of boxing.
For a second, you think he teleported, but then he must have been behind you. So you turn around, you don't see anything for a second, but then you see clothes, and you see dust and bones out of it.
Damn it, Ross!
Yeah.
He's just trying to do his best.
Well,
Can't give the kid a break.
Kid's breaking things.
Well, we'll get to a second as you try and figure out what happened. Lavender Swan is hanging above you from a street light, somehow holding on to the grapple gun.
Nice.
You managed to push Beatrice through the portal and close it, and you realize,
She'll survive that, right?
it stops. The other followers of the Anagram just like and say, it is not the first time her physical body has been destroyed. We could rebuild her.
We have the magic.
We have the magic.
That's nice.
It will be some time before she will be able to come back, though. It is. But thank you. You saved many lives here.
Do what I can.
It would have also contaminated this area. It would have destabilized downtown Chicago. It would have been very bad.
So do you guys have any information about any of Cerulean's research on entities that he imprisoned?
Wow.
Just hypothetically.
I'd like to add you to my professional network on LinkedIn.
I understand that you guys are grateful and all, but there's a lot of things. There are a lot of irons in this fire right now.
Use a reference.
Yeah, no, they will tell you what they know. Come visit us in New York. They open a portal to New York City.
Okay, good for them.
To the underground there. So you'll have to go visit them if you want more information. So,
That's fine.
So we have people there who can speak to you. And let's see here. You saw that happen. It was pretty crazy.
Just wanted to stop it. Oh God.
So, but no, those are old bones, you realize after a moment. And Cleopatra, you realize, just a skeleton. Ugh. The servant of a necromancer.
Is it a cat skeleton?
No, it's a human-sized skeleton.
Okay.
Well,
It's not even a cat lady
We're
skeleton.
cleaning out.
So I didn't kill anybody.
No, it was a skeleton.
Okay.
I don't know. There's somebody who vanished.
Pretty good.
So I don't think I have the chops to do this, but could anybody try to figure out, because I'm suspicious now, what kind of a skeleton? Was Reaper trying to do a bad thing? What would their
you need a
DoD
magical person to figure that
contacts
out.
in there?
But hold on. Yeah, first Ivan.
If only we had an alien death god.
Yeah.
That would be great.
I got it, Pierce. Yep, Reaper. No.
Well, glad we cleared that up.
Thanks, Agata.
So yeah, I got it. Just Pierce again. Scheduling in real life. That's fun. You black out for a moment, but then you come to. You're in a dusty field somewhere.
Grab my hat, dust it off a little bit.
Yeah,
put
you
it on.
see there is that person in the Salvation Army clothing with a gas mask on, kind of very flat. You see bones sticking out of their hand or out of the sleeve of this.
Knock the mask off.
Skeleton.
Oh, that's creepy.
You look around. You realize you can give me. I would say alertness, or examine, or academics.
And since I don't really have anybody else to add to it, alertness is my best.
Okay.
That's a +1.
Okay. With that, you realize you're still in the United States somewhere. You're somewhere where it's flat and it's.
Kansas. I was like, crap.
Nebraska,
Kansas?
maybe.
Oklahoma?
There's a farmhouse in the distance. There's a road going. If you squint far enough, you can see a small town. What do you do?
Well, shit. Let's just start walking towards the house.
The farmhouse?
What else am I going to do? 'Cause
Well, there's a small town farther away.
yeah, but the house is closer, and
Okay.
also, I have reasons not to go into a small town.
Okay.
Some of it might be that the whole didn't check in for,
Okay.
parole thing.
They gonna first blood you?
They're gonna first
good
put.
time around here.
Probably.
So you give me another awareness check.
That is a no.
Okay, great. Well, never mind then.
Wow. Did somebody
You hear along the side of the road there are a couple of trees forming little There's a little tree line along the road. But you hear a twig coming from that direction. You look over, you see a man in a black suit holding a submachine gun who's clearly trying to sneak around to get a flank on you.
Is there any cover to get into?
There's a ditch on the other side of the road. You're basically on the other side of the road. There's a culvert on each side of the ditch. Or of the road, sorry. So you could jump into that. There's no... It's fucking Nebraska.
The only thing I can possibly do is hope that he doesn't hit me, but...
Yeah, well, you have haphazard fighting.
That's true.
You are really good at dodging gunfire.
So I guess I can...
Do not look like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the roll. I'll describe... If it works, I'll describe how it works. If it doesn't,
Okay.
I get hit.
He has a +3 mundane tier to shoot you.
So I got plus 2.
Turns out all of Mr. T's foes have haphazard fighting, and that's why he aims so poorly.
Plus 3 superhuman.
All right, you succeed.
The screen just smash cuts to me in front of the guy.
Yeah.
He's like...
You don't even know how... Yeah, it just happens.
He's like, push the gun aside.
Yeah.
And...
Haphazard editing?
Yeah.
Nobody's quite sure how that works. It's like a shadow trick, but not really.
You just kind of do some stumbling cartwheels and you're just there.
Yeah.
You're just like... The guy's like, what the... Yeah, he's startled, so you can give me another roll to hit him. Or to knock his gun out.
I'm looking to disarm. So. That is still a +1 superhuman, so...
Okay. That beats him, so you disarm him.
I disarm him, toss the gun in the air a couple times, throw it over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Behind me. So it's obviously not...
Yeah, he stumbles to the ground.
Alright! What the fuck? Remember, I'm not eloquent or anything.
Yeah, no, that's true. Look, man, I'm just a security contractor. I'm just here to guard a client in case anything teleported in.
What client, and why are there bones with a gas mask?
He inadvertently looks at the farmhouse. Past you.
Actually, since he strikes me as mundane tier for some reason, so I will mundane tier the hell out of this guy now that I can. I intimidate him.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to tell me everything right now.
Okay.
Hey, +4 total.
There's a guy they told me to guard because he was going to go into... He wasn't going to be communicative, but I was supposed to have partners... But they had to oh, it's boring. We've been here for a week now, and there's nothing happening because we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. So they went to town to get drunk, and now the shit's going down. And and that you hear a car peeling off from the farmhouse.
Okay, I got him and one thing. Fumble for the burner phone.
Okay.
It's gonna have a camera in it.
Yeah. You get a fate point. Oh no! Oh, you're using the camera. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a camera.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a picture of the car and hope maybe we can enhance later.
Okay.
Zoom and enhance.
Do you want to spend a fate point, or do you want to gain a fate point?
I will gain the fate point because it's nice.
It's a $10 phone from Walmart.
Right, exactly.
It doesn't. You get a picture of an SUV driving away rapidly.
Looks great, though.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. So you got a security guard.
I think I got a golden ratio.
Yeah. So you're in Nebraska right now, but you, you find another vehicle nearby. The guy tells you about it.
I'll be like,
you could drive back to civilization. Do you take it? Do you just let him go, or do you take it?
Omaha, your best option is
I take his wallet.
Okay, yeah, you take his wallet.
I take his wallet.
The horror.
Check real quick, see if he's got any IDs. Do they look fake? That kind of thing.
No, he's got. Yeah, they look legit.
Stevie D. Why?
He's with Murky Water, private security contractor.
Tell you what, I'll do you a salad.
Yeah.
That's salad, solid.
You have salad?
I'll give you a salad. Go to Wendy's.
Is that a sex thing?
No.
Ew.
Take his wallet.
Yeah.
I'll do you a solid. You didn't see me. This didn't happen to you.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
All right. You don't know what happened to this car. Something blew up.
Okay.
Point to that skeleton. Point to the skeleton. Blame that thing.
Okay. So you'll meet up with the group back in a day or so.
And once I can get a signal, I call them and just report. Here's what the hell happened. I've got this guy's wallet. He works for this company.
Yeah. So you have a lead on that. You can figure out what the hell is happening.
So how did the media handle that situation?
Does anybody want to spend a fate point for the media coverage?
I can
I ain't got no fate points.
I can spend the fate point.
Sure.
That I
I
just
spent it throwing a sheet on them.
Okay, you spend a fate point. The medium here.
Do you want to spend? I can spend one because it's going to come.
I have 3 left this session.
Yeah, it's actually positive. It's like, they kind of get it mostly right. That someone unknown, they were trying to be peaceful, and then someone attacked them, and but they were thwarted by citizens with superpowers. Huzzah! But of course, some companies like, well, this is just proof that they're, unstable and chaotic, and we can't trust them if they're all going to be fighting with each other. So nobody knows who the attacker is. It's just some, assumed to be some sort of terrorist group or something like that. They managed to still file their lawsuit, so that will start going through the courts to see if they can get civil rights or not. Most legal commentators think they don't have much of a chance at this point, but who knows? These things take a while to resolve. So, disaster was averted. No one died. Orderly evacuation. No property damage.
There you go, Trey.
Well, there was a little bit when that building had an explosion.
That room.
Yeah, that one room.
No one reports on that, though.
Okay.
In fact, there's no mention of the skeletons or what happened there. In fact, yeah. So, whether or not they mention your names is up to you. I'll let you choose.
I was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't, and I was at the forefront of that, so I do have the aspect fugitive, Ross. You can pick.
All right. You get a fake one then. You're talking about a criminal, a wanted fugitive was helping them. Why didn't they? If they wanted to obey the law, they should have helped turn this criminal in. In fact, I call on that criminal to turn himself in, so he can be prosecuted for blah 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 blah. That's a talking point. They're associating with criminals. Trey, you have all the tattoos on your face, so you're just, someone who made poor life decisions,
Yay!
Well,
yeah.
it's not wrong.
Jeff, you were up flying, so they may not have recognized you. So,
Yep.
Do you want to be recognized or not?
No.
Okay.
It's going to complicate dismantling the shadow economy.
Let's see here. Yeah, we get to. So what plot line do you want to get onto? You're supposed to sort of the remembrance. You've advanced the cause of civil rights. There's still, you could check out Warbot Arena for the hell of it. There's also the DeLon mansion.
We're going to do Aaron's plot.
Yeah, you
for him.
You don't have to, but you can. Or you can go to Miami and check out.
Let's do all the subplots of characters that aren't here. Yeah. That would be fun.
The Goddess plot is kind of resolved for now. Like it'll come back eventually, but
with teeth.
Yeah,
but
you kind of did hers first. What do you guys want to do?
I want to.
The teleporter pad. That's your plot. So you haven't even worked on that yet. Idealville does not want to give up their teleporter because they need it to get the people off Mars because they can't just go all. They have to shut the.
I feel like we should do someone else's.
Okay.
I feel like on a long enough timeline, we're going to run into another teleporter pad just on the way somewhere.
right.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, at some point, I want to have a talk with Jeff about the Blue Scepter.
Yeah. You haven't resolved that at all. You've got a power source that you could figure out how to use. Right now, it's not worth anything to you because, unless you sell it, which will probably be worth a lot, but then you lose
containment is worth a lot.
Well, I'm more talking about that if I'm, just be frank with Jeff and just be like, at some point,
Know your soul.
At some point, this deal with Logos, it's going to have to be resolved. And at some point, he's going to have to be let go. And that's not going to work out well. And so I feel that I would like to help in the efforts to understand the Blue Scepter. So if nothing else, I can use it to help deal with this Logos problem.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So to figure
scene.
These reasons. I'm sitting there thinking it through. I'm going to want to keep hold of it because, I mean, I think, Saul would probably understand that since there is a Logos problem and deal-making spirit of lies,
It wasn't a spirit of lies when I made the deal.
No, he
about that.
was.
Weird.
He was lying.
Weird.
He omitted.
Yeah. Certain aspects.
Whatever, you're Catholic, you know that counts.
Wow.
Went there.
Yeah.
At any rate, yeah, I'm retaining custodianship of it.
Okay.
But you can look at it under my supervision.
That's fine.
Okay. So is that what you want to do first? Figure out the Blue Scepter so you can switch to it as power source? Or do you want to resolve Logos thing first?
I just want to make sure that Jeff's open to that.
Well, alright, so he is. So you got that resolved.
I need to figure out. I need more information on Logos.
Oh yeah, well you
he's forcing his hand, and that's
all right. Well, you did get some information from the Martian researchers, so you can give me an Arcana check to analyze it.
And I'll go ahead and spend a fate point for activist for my agenda.
Okay.
So that's a 4.
Save
No, it's 5.
needlessly dramatizing situations until it seems like it's going to be more fun than that.
Okay, so what do you want to know about him?
Wasn't criticizing.
I mean-
just thought it was funny.
Obviously, he was a spirit of deception that was making bad deals with people. Cerulean bound him and locked him away, probably dealing with something about the cult that was trying to bring him out, and he lost his apprentice to it. So, what ritual did Cerulean do to unbind him from wherever he was and put him away?
Okay. Yeah, you get that ritual. It's similar to what you're doing, but he bound it to. It was basically bound to a place, a certain type of place that he could transfer as long as that place met a certain criteria. So he was eventually the ritual was first performed in the mansion owned by the cultists that had a lot of fine art hanging up, and so Cerulean defined it as anytime the spirit is in this place of fine art that he would be. That fine art would trap him and contain him. And so that's why later on he was transferred to the museum, because that would also contain him, and he could be put to use there when the Ideal lost control of that mansion after they cleared it out of cult. They eventually lost control of the mansion, so they had to transfer him to the museum. Because you can't just if you lock Logos away, as bad as he is right now, as chaotic as the Spirit of Deception is, if you lock him away into a magical item and then threw him in the bottom of the ocean, it would get worse because he would eventually get loose, and by then he would be insane and be quite even more dangerous. He's mischievous now, but he would be apocalyptic if he were to be driven mad. Cerulean did the best of what he could because. Logos does have they're basically you're just kicking the can down the road. Logos wants payback against humanity because he's very arrogant and he hates being controlled by humanity, and he will not leave this universe until he's had his until he's satisfied that humanity has suffered for containing him or commanding him what to do. He's very good at hiding this. But he really fucking hates it. So until he feels justice has been done, he's not going to leave the universe.
So also, at what point do I get to know his name?
You don't get his name with that.
Okay.
The only way to get his name from that is from another spirit that has it. Cerulean, you can't. These true names cannot be contained within like a book or something like that.
Right.
Unless it's like made out of. Cerulean apparently said there's some way to put a true name in a magical item, but he wasn't willing to pay that price, is what he says, and there's no further elaboration on that. But there are various elder spirits would know what Logos' true name is.
Okay.
One of them would be Charon, who is apparently in New York City. Is sort of the patron of the underground, and was is the sort of one anomaly of Ragnarok because he's a powerful spiritual spirit who is still around after Ragnarok, before and after Ragnarok. But there are other beings out there who are active now, who were imprisoned during Ragnarok and thus weren't pulled out. but have now been released. So you could track down any number of those.
So knowing this is
Like anything that's been released from a Mask of Chaos, you probably know.
Just for instance.
For instance,
We have one.
you crack open that mask. In fact, that could be the deal. Tell me Logos' true name, and I'll release you from the mask. And then, done.
He's really not a destructive chaos god. He's just more of a jerk.
Well, the Tiger is like Tiger doesn't have a vendetta against humanity. Logos definitely does.
Yeah.
so I guess I'll just ask the question, Logos. What do you need to feel vindicated?
He won't tell you. He refuses. My judgment is my judgment. It will not be summary. My judgment is not summary to your judgment.
Blah, blah, blah. Hatred speech from I have no mouth and I must scream.
Yeah. He's not going to.
I was thinking he wanted the song Vindicated by Dashboard Confession.
So yeah,
the Spider-Man 2
you can't prejudge his judgment.
We all know that jam.
You can't just say, "Oh, that's acceptable," and then let him go. He's just gonna, And so and again, he doesn't feel like he's above you fucking mortals. So
I don't have to answer to you, Dad.
Well, he is older than humanity, so or your civilization at least. So yeah, you should have. Your first mistake was when you learned language. That was your first mistake. Tool use, big disappointment. I have to say. So in order to advance your plot. You could just do what Cerulean did and put him in a prison, an art prison, and basically, run it and staff it with whatever and just build a base to contain him. You could retire your character. Or you could try and force him into another universe without him. I mean, he is powerful, but he's not omnipotent. There's probably a way to banish him without his consent. It's probably going to really hurt you one way or the other.
Right. Sounds like I need to take a trip to New York and talk to Kieran about...
he would be a good way of doing it.
Like, Kieran, please help.
Yeah. All right, so you guys can... you guys want to pursue that? Go visit New York?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Have teleporters there?
They probably do. They probably will be willing to sell you one. You're not really on the commerce thing, are you?
What's the barter
That's how
for
it
it?
starts.
That's how it starts. Logos does agree with you. Yeah, commerce is a huge mistake. So much, yeah. When you guys started trading, you developed coins. I was like, ooh, you're going to regret that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Voice I
I'm just
can't
curious,
hear.
why would we regret that?
Oh, Logos can be heard if he wants to be heard.
Okay.
No, I'm just like, that's fine. Why do you have an issue with civilization advancing?
Look at how much misery you cause each other. When you were beach apes, you didn't cause too much problem to each other. You occasionally fought, but it wasn't that bad. And it was just over who's the strongest primate on the beach.
Beach Apes was my Jan and Dean cover band.
Hey!
Isn't that?
Yeah.
But doesn't that make you more relevant in this society where deception is better than brute strength?
Do you think you're the only fucking sapient species out there? There are better species out there than you. The elves are so much better than you.
Language.
Yeah. What about it? It was a mistake. Yes.
No, I mean, you're cursing.
Yes.
It's not good.
I would no. That's not curse. If you heard me curse, hey, yeah. Why don't you? Hey, invoke me to show him the power of a real curse.
No.
Damn it. So yeah, he just as long. So I guess you're driving to New York because planes are probably a mistake. Or you
That's
could.
what Logos
According
thinks.
to Logos, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
You never.
My luggage includes a painting for some reason.
Yeah.
Weird.
So
Because it's cheaper than actually, getting 5 or 6.
We save a seat, so you get in the painting.
Yeah. You rent a van.
So we can stretch out the back seat.
Dan, so Saul, Logos will let you as long as just
Fewer
all of
pit
humanity's basically, if you let him talk for very long,
If we all
everyone's going to have to
get
make a
the
resolve
except the
check to
driver,
become depressed.
We'll save on gas.
We won't probably go that far, but it's just
And
kind
fewer
of
pit stops.
I think my
He just points out every single bad thing that happens, and that's it. Like he's
Well, at
just
this point, it's like, why are you so fixated on humanity? Why?
because you're imprisoning me.
So Why don't you just live and let live? And if you let go, you leave humanity alone.
It is not just. It is not right.
Are we all hearing this?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Just start a bar.
I start turning the radio up. Just.
He disappears.
In the radio? Or in the painting?
I wasn't in the painting.
Everyone else is in the painting.
I was joking that he would get
We were talking about that, but yeah.
No.
I'm just keeping my minions in there.
because I'm really glad we shipped him to Russia that one time.
Yeah, I kind of
Favorite character moment.
I kind of just sort of
That time we shipped
did
him.
a lot of bad things.
We asked.
Yeah.
I was okay. Out of character, I was cool with it. In character,
Yep.
You
All
took
right.
the opportunity you were given.
I got thrown into something, and then now I'm doing something. What am I doing? I'm supposed to do a thing. I'm doing a thing now. Okay, right, I'll do the fucking thing. Now you hate me because I did the thing. You told me to do the thing. What?
Yeah, now you get shit. Give him shit for the atmosphere annihilator. You're just like,
Okay, look.
Tell me to do the thing, and then get pissed off when I do the thing.
There's many steps between shipped you to Russia to atmosphere annihilator. It's not like a one
would
jump.
it be better if I prefixed it with partial atmosphere annihilator?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it would objectively be better.
Yeah. Well, it did annihilate the
Clearly, given the choice between the two, I would pick partial.
There's guys in suits shooting at me, and I'm being told point this in this direction, and it's problem solved, and blue guy can go home. ET, phone, whatever.
So it's a fun car ride.
A lot of bickering.
Yeah, a lot of bickering.
A lot of vaporwave.
A lot of vaporwave.
To calm people down.
Yeah,
before the
calm
trip.
down. You feel like you have to calm them down. Let's see
I feel
here.
like that should require a resolve check.
You get a call halfway through, or actually when you're almost to New York City. Who wants to answer?
I'll answer it.
What
Fuck, why
phone
not?
is ringing?
That's a good question, actually.
Who is phone?
Oh, there's a phone in the van now, so
Just random.
yeah. There's
Has it appeared?
no. It was apparently you just noticed it. It starts ringing.
Like an old 80s car phone or something?
No, it's a shitty, cheap little smartphone.
Okay.
So you answer. It's Warbot. Hi, I put a phone in your car so I could talk to you.
Oh,
In
thanks,
case something
Robot.
went wrong.
Oh, something went wrong?
Yeah, the power's out. And the water, everything's out.
Someone figured out that utilities could be shut off.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you though. I got the power thing figured out though because, I wanted power. So
Xbox.
yeah, so I got that. But the water, the other, what do you call them?
Utilities.
No, organic beans. Those things made out of meat.
Yeah.
What you are. They want water.
That sounds like a thing they need.
Yeah, is it okay? I need coolant, but I don't need coolant for another 4 months.
Okay.
So,
So
anyways.
remind us in like 3 months and 3 weeks that you're going to need.
No, I can get it myself. I don't trust you. You're terrible at buying coolant. But yeah,
You're terrible.
Was there a note anywhere around that said we're shutting you off?
Can we get street debate guys here to that sick bird?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh my god!
Did you put this on speaker?
Yeah, it's like, can you go through the mail and see if there's a note from a utility company?
You want me to go through the? Oh my god!
Ask someone else to do it then. I don't fucking
All right.
care.
He hands it off.
Make
Mommy
Nogleb do
starts
it.
talking in ancient Egyptian.
Make Nogleb do it.
Yeah.
Nogleb.
What?
The mummy tells you, "What should I do, master?"
What's going on?
I'm not sure. The metal man is speaking and handed me the thing that has your voice. Are you in this machine? Shall I break it to free you?
No.
Oh.
No, it's
Is it
like a
sorcerer?
scrying thing. It's just like remote.
Such sorceries, master.
Yeah. Talked about the master thing, right?
Yes.
Call me Trey.
Oh, that is the new title.
Sure.
Trey.
Yeah. That's definitely it. So what's the metal guy talking about?
I don't know. I don't speak his language.
What's Doombot talking about?
They shut off the utilities. We
utilities
got
are off.
people in there who need water. I mean, we left
What
food.
people do we have in there?
Well, there's
Ludian.
there's Phil the bartender.
Oh, yeah,
There's
he does
Nogleb,
do
our hype
water.
guy, and Barrel Monkey. Frankie, does he eat? I mean, at all?
I don't think.
And you were
But the
trying to
priest-
talk. We were trying to talk the chick who made the plants. Didn't stay in. I don't know if she's there. Or
Well, I
not.
mean, we're here now. I need a teleporter, apparently, for a sustainable business model.
Well, for what you're describing.
Can, you guys get water until we get back?
Get water. I shall.
No,
What?
not don't hurt anyone.
Do not hurt anyone.
Don't steal it from
Do not steal
people.
not from people.
I can hear the fire hydrant cracking now.
Solution matrix configured.
Or animals owned by people,
Animals owned by...
or corporations.
What is a corporation?
Why don't you
legally.
just put the high priest in charge of it?
Yeah, could
He
you put the
speaks
high,
English now, yeah.
Yeah, could you put the high priest on the line?
Yes, I shall bring the High Priest of Anubis. Most honored.
Frankie.
Yeah.
The Trey what wishes to speak to you.
Okay.
And then so you hear a voice speaking. Hello.
Hello. You need to get water for the Ludian? Mm-hmm. I don't think any of you need water, right?
Will someone water the Ludian?
Pretty sure everyone else is either undead or artificial.
This is true.
So could you just get...
The customers, though, they need it.
I think we're gonna have to shut it down until we get water.
Shut it down until we get water.
Yeah.
So I must shut it down, get water, shut it down, get water, then turn it back on.
No, just like shut it down.
Shut the...
Get like some bottled water, just like a little bit of it for the Ludian, and just wait till we get back
Okay.
while it is still shut down.
Shall I remove the customers who are here?
Where are they going to the bathroom?
Well, that is a concern, yes. It is... I can still smell things, so I know it does not smell well.
So maybe tell them, to politely leave.
Yes.
Politely tell them to leave.
One seems to be living here now.
Who's living there now?
I do not know.
So there's someone living there, but...
He sleeps on the table.
Okay, well,
He came with the festival.
ask him to leave as well.
Okay.
Quietly.
Can I curse him if he does not?
No, they can move him. The
Okay.
mummies can physically move him.
Alright, he starts speaking ancient. Move the vagrant! Sir.
You can ask him first.
Okay.
Ask him to leave first.
Alright.
Then physically move. I'm giving very detailed.
Micromanaging the shit.
So, buy the Ludian a 6-pack of water.
Okay.
We can get together that much money for a 6-pack of bottled water,
Okay.
so he doesn't dehydrate.
Alright, so they will try to keep things going as best they can. You'll be fine. It's only a few days. So, anyways, you get to the inside of New York City. You realize you don't exactly. Yeah, you should probably give me a contacting roll, or everyone give me a networking or contacting roll to see how the fuck do you contact the underground.
Hold on, give me a second. Does networking from my what do I call it again? Straight out of retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. It's +1 superhuman. 0 superhuman.
Okay.
They're like
suck.
underground.
A lot.
What the hell's that?
Well, no, it's a superhuman tier, so,
Okay, so-
it was extraordinary difficulty. Did everybody else get above? Get a 3 or
-2.
All right, you're not the most social.
I'm forgetting people I've already met.
Yeah.
So I was gonna lean into get into the painting and come back. Like,
I
hey guys,
accidentally delete all my Facebook friends.
underground,
Yeah.
New York, ringing bells, know who to talk to.
Yeah, no, actually, the easiest thing that you find, you realize there's a vigilante that operates in New York City a lot. He's pretty easy to find, actually, because you just listen to the police band radios. He usually shows up, especially in the last couple of months. He's thinks he's like a knight of the round table.
Hey Jeff, can you get the police band going so we can track down some guy that thinks he's a knight?
Beep boop beep.
Yeah. And pretty soon there is a shortcut, or I mean, there is a jewel store robbery in progress.
Oh, that's a bad memory.
So yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
And it says, and there's a new code apparently for the NYPD for vigilante on scene. And apparently their thing is to let the vigilante do his thing and then leave, and then just try to hope their case isn't ruined as a result of that. Because it's not worth fighting well-meaning vigilantes all the time, and usually they can still get convictions or plea bargains out of the criminals. Because
they've already been savagely
Criminals are dumb.
Yeah, well...
Wow. Really?
Usually because there's a lot of evidence that happened before the vigilante showed up, and if the police were watching the whole time, then they still have evidence afterwards.
Yay, surveillance state.
Yeah, basically. So, you get there, the police have the blot area cordoned off, though, by the time you get the van within a block away. So you have to get past the police cordon. And he is currently, you can hear in the distance sounds of superhumanly strong people punching each other. So, dong, boom.
Oh, it's not common crooks. Okay.
Well, yeah, they would have been beaten up by now. So somebody who's been juiced up.
All right.
So they're, fighting each other to a standstill. It's very comic booky, but, you're got better things to do.
Do you
than
want to get
watch
involved? Or just wait for him to finish?
Two guys with security issues, resolve them in public. So, the first thing is getting past the police cordon. You can talk your way through. If you could find two male cops and try and persuade them to let you through, or you could sneak by, or you could jump over buildings to get there, and then it's getting the attention of knight errant without, So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
I will stealth.
You have stealth?
I have 1.
All right.
Oh boy.
Can I get compelled for this? This is a terrible idea.
No.
Or do no harm.
What aspect is that?
Do no harm. It's my new conviction. Since I no longer want to enslave the United States of Egypt.
No, that would be using just calmly going up to them and telling them that you should be let in to do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. All right. So,
Hello.
yes. Step back, citizen. This is, we're letting the vigilante and the criminal wear each other out before we arrest them. So,
I'm not actually from New York. I mean, I am a citizen. I'm not technically.
yeah.
Put on a mask
But,
and be a vigilante too.
it's North Dakota. Anyway,
Not that, the other one. The nice one.
I just need him to point me in the right direction towards
See.
a magical underground.
Okay, see, this is worth a fate point.
So
oh, really?
I just want to talk to him for a second, and then
Why don't you go over talk to that person over there? They point to a detective standing over there. They can help you really well.
oh, they know where. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you,
Yeah.
officer.
Okay. So you walk over to the detective. The detective's like, "Oh, that's very interesting. Would you like to step into this mobile command center we have? That's totally not a
Kid, what are you doing?
superhuman detention facility." Anyways, give me an empathy check.
It's totally not super. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right. So he's walking in that, which is clearly designed to contain superhuman.
Sigh, pull my mask on.
Okay.
Start walking out.
All right. So
With,
are you going to
level
try and
4.
stop him from getting in there? Or?
Kid! Hey, kid!
Oh, hey, what's up? How you doing, Ivan? This is Ivan.
Yeah.
He's
No,
a friend.
totally not Ivan.
We run him.
I'm Ouroboros.
No, his name's Ivan.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever,
friend.
kid. All right. It's a trap.
For like what? Are they supervillains or?
You trust police too much. Okay, all right.
I haven't done anything wrong.
All right.
So two guys in a suit and a mask. It's two guys in suits
Saul,
and masks.
what are you doing?
Yelling at the kid.
I'm a fugitive that was recently on national TV. I'm staying in the van.
I've got a mask tomorrow.
All right.
The
Stay
bad
out of
one.
the scene. That's worth 1 fate point, but you'll get it at the end of the scene
That's fine.
because you might have changed your mind. What about you?
I'm trying to manipulate my way into being the controlling interest of a major corporation. I don't see anything.
Okay. So you're just staying in the van too?
You're both on your phones.
Yeah. All right. So.
Gate 9.
Yeah, gate 9. All right.
Is my logic flawed in some way?
Such a cohesive
good.
group. We're all like supportive of each other and we help each
All
other
right,
out.
so Ivan, some of the police officers are telling you, since you have a mask on, it's
Yeah.
like, put your hands behind your head.
Listen,
Get down on the
you
ground.
do not want to go where this is going, okay? Do not. You really don't want this to go.
No,
where
he's just wearing a mask. He doesn't have any powers.
No, I totally don't.
He just talks to old dudes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
really, I don't understand why he's around most of the time.
Wow, thanks, kid. You know what? Yeah, get in the fucking
I mean,
trailer.
you're
Yeah,
like,
just go in the
you're
trailer.
a cool guy, but like, I really don't know how
He's
it
telling you to
works.
get in the van, or are you going to get in the van?
You know, if you're gonna be like that, you can just go. You can go to the trailer where they're gonna do horrible things to you and probably take you to jail. I mean, you're over 18 now, right? You're over 18.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, and they think you have like some kind of connection to something that's like.
The idea actually
that's
wiped
bad.
my birth records in an attempt to like make things better on me when we got there. And
that's bad. That's
it
bad.
really messed up with my social security number.
That's even more bad.
I don't think I've ever paid taxes.
Dude, when I say
probably
federal,
not.
count me in the ass prison.
All right, are you going to take another fate point, or do you want to make this empathy check?
I can make another empathy check.
All right, you could just take another
I
fate
can roll
point.
dice and get a 0. So that's what I did.
Well, no, you have one more dice. Oh, that was the 0 too.
Yeah, that was the 0.
All right.
He's too busy arguing with me, I guess. But
Yeah, no, you're too busy
that's
arguing.
jail time. That's prison. It's federal.
All right, the detective said, no, just go in. You'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you go in.
Yeah.
All right, he goes in. It's not a command center.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What a surprise!
That's what a surprise. Yeah, I'll give you another fate point for that.
All right.
All right. So let's see here. Ivan, what are you gonna do?
Turn and look at them.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 2 things we can do. You can open that up before he tears it apart from the inside. Don't ask how. And he's probably going to be all weird and start, like, talking in a weird, feminine way, but it's really messed up. Or he might act like some kind of traditional, I don't know. He's got house guests. Okay?
All right. Are you trying to intimidate?
It's a misguided attempt at intimidation.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I go,
He's using haphazard fighting in social combat.
would that work?
Yeah. All right.
Haphazard rhetoric.
Yeah, that's right. No, it would not work for that.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will.
You give me. It will be a difficult intimidation.
Drunken rhetoric.
So,
I thought it was a myth.
okay, what was the difficulty again?
It's like someone
I'm not gonna just roll.
Okay. I'm trying. It's kind of intimidation. Like, no, you don't want to do this. This is bad. This is dumb.
No, it's definitely
Bad things will happen. I'm not going to do them.
Yeah.
Bad things are going to happen.
I feel like the art of haphazard rhetoric is how we got into this current election cycle.
Hello.
That's a total of +2 intimidate mundane.
It's not good enough. The fight's going on. You can hear Knight Errant finishing off the bad guys, beating them up. And the cops are now just kind of convinced, like, take the mask off. Just get out of here. Like,
I'll tell you what. Give me the kid back. We'll leave.
no.
You just intimidated a kid.
He just said he had superpowers.
Anybody, if somebody just says they
He's
have
being
superpowers.
scanned right now. So if he doesn't have superpowers, we'll let him go. There's a bunch of weird sounds going on.
From
There's a voice coming, saying, hello, I'm the police analyst to hear. Would you like to admit if you have any superpowers? Anything giving you more than human capabilities?
I might have
Anything?
something that can shake them out.
Yeah, but like I didn't want it.
That's a mitigating factor.
Yeah, I poked this thing with a mop handle.
Well, yes or no? Do you have them or not?
Yeah, I have multiple ones. Which
okay.
one?
Okay. We're getting a weird fungal presence on your body. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to book you for illegal powers possession.
But yeah, I don't possess them. They possess me. It's different. Like I'm the odd.
Well, okay. Do you have an attorney?
You know we did?
Technically, Aaron's character is an attorney.
Yeah, he's never around much though.
He's also been disbarred too. Remember? 'Cause, and he's not. Well, he's definitely not licensed practicing.
See, he's got this. Like he has this nanotech, but it's haunted.
What? Okay.
So his nanotech.
So are
has
you just
ghosts.
revealing everything to them?
So he's dealing with that.
Okay.
Well, I've already been cleared, actually, weirdly enough.
So, like, where are the magical people? Because I really just need to be pointed in the right direction
Okay. So you
for
just.
the magic.
Oh, we'll work on that. Don't worry about that.
I'll try everything again.
Okay.
Still 0.
Okay. You get one to spend a fate point.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to try something.
Okay. Well, they're getting ready to go. If you could actually step back, then we have to bring some more people in.
Okay, if the door opens...
No. To you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, bars come up. Partitioning it into 3 sections. At that point, you can see them. They're taking out unconscious, like...
Guys, the bars. That's not cool.
Well, you're a prisoner now.
If the door's open...
You're under arrest for powers possessions.
If the
You're
door...
right to remain
I don't
silent.
want to be under arrest. I just want to know where the magical people
I know,
are.
but it doesn't matter what you want. It's legally, you're a criminal.
If the door's open, I have
Like,
a possible
look-
thing I'll spend a fate point for.
Huh?
I'll spend a fate point
To do what?
to bring
So
out
is there
one of his-
anybody in there?
to like hit one of his
They're
ass
bringing
bags.
them in. They're not.
If the door opens, I'm gonna shout.
The police guy is just talking to you over an intercom.
Okay.
Yeah.
I move.
Okay.
I get on my palanquin and move unusual
Okay,
because
fine,
no
okay.
one's looking at me, so I just appear outside.
Well, it doesn't teleport. It just drives you very fast.
Oh, it just drives me very
Yeah,
fast.
yeah. You
It's
could
okay.
summon it in there, but you'd be behind bars with you. You don't have a teleport power. I don't.
Can I summon mummies in there with me?
Yeah, you can summon
outside
mummies.
the bars.
Yeah.
All right, go press a button.
Okay, the mummies look around. The button. Well, actually, you have to summon the mummy. You realize the little command center's at the edge of there. You see a little window, so you have to summon a mummy in there.
I will do that.
All right. So you're doing that.
I was going to give him a bonus, but unfortunately, it's going to set something off.
What are you going to do?
Cleopatra, your empire's in danger.
Don't do that.
All right.
It's up to you. I'll give you an out-of-character chance to say no. I mean, shit.
So, you summon a mummy there. There's like, so look, you have the right to remain. What? Let him do. Get away from. Oh God, so gross. Yeah, then there's just nothing.
Just start pressing buttons. I say in Egyptian.
It just starts pushing buttons. Bars go up.
I jump out.
All right, bars go down. You're back in front. The door's still closed though, so you
All
just
right.
got back in the middle section. But you see the door. They're bringing the unconscious supers. They look like normal street criminals. They're just like have hugely gross Rob Liefeld type muscles.
Wow.
They look like they've all been beaten up pretty badly. Some of them have energy burns on their face. And there's your night out away.
Damn it, kid.
So you
Do I hear that?
give me alertness.
It's gonna go great, guys.
You're rolling so well.
I roll super well.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That's a 0. I'm leveling out at 0 every time.
They're bringing them in there.
I can't be upset at this turn of at this.
No, that's great.
So yeah, the door opens and you can see the cops are trying to bring in people.
Oh, pardon me. I'm just gonna scoot through.
They said, "No, stop! No, you're under arrest. Get back in there."
But no, I'm scooting through.
Yeah, oh yeah, you have superhuman strength.
Yeah. It's not like
Okay.
powerful,
Or palanquin.
but it's
Yeah.
scootable back.
No, it's unscootable back. All right, so you're back out.
I have the Omni Scoot,
The
Uber Scoot.
I've never had
they
dog had the Omni scoots.
yeah, the cops go just hey, stop!
Hey,
You're under
no,
arrest.
pardon me.
You're under arrest.
Yeah,
stop
pardon
it.
me.
Stop it.
It's just a mistake. Don't worry.
No,
It's fine.
you're under arrest.
I don't consent to have my likeness used.
All right, so this is the chase scene. The police pulled out a large, weird laser cannon kind of thing, and aims it at you.
Can I-
You're gonna
All right, Ivan, you might have been right.
Can I counter the laser thing real quick?
Where'd the Knight Errant go? Can you
He's
point?
gone. Thanks.
Well, just point in a
in the
direction.
meantime, assisted with the Lavender Swan, so boom,
Just ask people in the crowd. Do you see where the light Aaron went?
+5
to do what?
to disarm.
Okay,
The
it's
laser
pretty
thing.
obvious. You'll have to start running too.
I know.
All right.
We both walk up, fumble past each other. The thing goes spinning above our heads, lands, fires off in the air,
Yeah.
and then we just run to the van.
Oh yeah, no. They're just like, oh, he's got accomplices. So the police are after both of you.
Yeah. Get in the van. Get in the van. Get in the van.
Which way did the Knight Errant go?
Well, you could.
Van.
You probably need to climb. You could just jump away. So
Yeah, that's what I'm going to jump after Knight Errant.
All right. So give me a leaping.
I don't know which way you went. I was trying to see.
No, you heard which way he was going.
All right, fine. I'll point
Yeah.
and then jump in the van.
Yeah.
That's a +4.
All right. Yeah, you're really good at jumping. So after several jumps, you see in sight a guy in.
Or as I like to call it, a vertical scoot.
Ooh. All right. So you'll be able to try and get his attention in a second. So you're going back to the van.
Because
Run in the van, slam the door, drive.
Who's driving?
Who is driving?
Unless you got
You do get that fate point
minion,
for
I've
chilling
got
out.
drive at 1.
I can pull a real man, but it's going to take a moment.
Fate point to not suck. Born with a silver spork in my mouth. Not the first time I've driven away from police. 1.
Okay. Well, you get the van going. The cops grab it in some cop vehicles, so they are chasing after you. So this will be a chase scene. You'll need to get 3 distance away from them before ditch the van and hide somewhere. So we'll get to you in a second. So the let's see here. You see Knight Errant. He's stopped. He's on top of a building.
Posing?
Posing. Very heroic. So you land on the building, I guess, behind him.
Yeah.
Or, the same building. He stops and turns to the it's like, who are you, citizen?
My name's Trey.
Trey?
Wait, do you know where magical people hang out? We need to... There's like some sort of underground of them. Like, it could be physically underground. Or not. It might be a metaphor.
They are secretive people, and they have trusted me with knowledge of their location, but I cannot let villains or ne'er-do-wells learn of this sacred place. How can I trust you?
I'm not a villain, and I'm pretty sure I'm not a ne'er-do-well from context clues.
All right, give me Queen of the Nile.
But...
You get a +2 bonus.
I get it at 1. No, it's 2, because I
All
have
right.
+2.
Yeah. So he all right. Very well. Yeah. What is your business with them?
I forgot what we were here to do.
We're the ones that tried to save Beatrice.
It was your side plot.
It was my side plot.
They have information about Logos.
Give him that Christian side.
Karen knows the secret name, the true name of Logos.
I thought there was also the
And he
issue
wants
with
to teleport back.
Right.
So look, my therapist has this, like... I don't want to say demon, but it's a demon. It's got like this demon, and like it's up to no good, and we're like trying to figure out what to do with that.
You are on a quest to aid a wounded friend who is a spiritual quest to redeem, to heal themselves?
Yeah, he helped me out with Tap Hunter and Cleopatra, so I kind of owe him.
Okay.
So like, where do I go?
Follow me, Trey. I, Knight Errant, shall guide you to the underworld.
Cool.
Are you looking to become By the way, how are your feelings on round tables?
I mean,
Would you like to be a knight of one? Of a round table? The round table?
At least make you a squire.
well, I mean, like, I guess I'd have to see what you're all about. In my experience, doing things is typically bad.
No, inaction is the
tragedy.
worst of all.
Well, you say that, and then
I just stopped evil.
Yeah. I mean,
All right, so you have this
if you're
conversation.
going to show me, I guess
All right.
I will hear your pitch.
Yeah.
I guess.
So you're bounding over buildings, yes. Yeah. All right, so chasing. Driver, give me a check.
This is going to go real well.
Well, it's about aspects. You two can help him out.
Actually, wait. Can I one turn out and then after his turn come back out with legs?
You can spend this round to get legs.
That's what I'm saying. This round, I'm retreating.
Yeah. All right. So that's your action. Saul, what do you want to do? You could have Logos infuse you with the power of drifting.
Tokyo.
Yes.
You know what? Sure.
Please, God, yes.
Logos load me up with
That
all.
poor deception spirit.
Yeah.
This is my life now.
You wonder why he wants to get revenge on
I
you.
infuse people with the power of drifting.
Yeah.
Centuries from now,
This is what existence has become.
at the demon bar. Centuries from now,
Make
it's
me-
my life. These are my choices.
No, you don't have to roll. You just declared this round. So next round you'll be able to switch driver seats with him.
Make me the white shadow.
Yeah. So go and give me your driver. You get a 4.
I don't hold that thought.
You need to be listening to better chase music.
Apparently.
I mean, Blues Brothers just isn't cutting it.
Turn on sabotage.
I'm going to spend a fate point to reroll. Into a 2.
Okay. They beat you by 2. So they're up by 1 now. They're very close.
Okay.
I'll say the chase has basically 3 stress, so you filled up 1 of them now. So Well, it's cop +1 now. If either side gets to +3 on their side,
Chase is very over.
So they're biting. They're at your bumper basically. So next round, you get wheels out.
Legs McKenzie can give at least great tips on ditching people.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, you can give me a menu check to get a temporary aspect.
Look for panes of glass.
Yeah.
Fruit trucks.
Yeah.
+1.
There's always somebody carrying a
Fruit
plate of
trucks
glass
is
between the streets. Yeah. That kind of thing.
Go through the market. Go through the market. Is that a mini mall?
Yeah. So what'd you get?
I got +1.
All right. Well, +1. This time you can get a free aspect or a temporary aspect that can be invoked once. All of you legs advice, but yeah, now you switch seats. Actually, no. This round you can use that to switch seats more easily because he'll be driving. So suddenly,
I help yank you back.
he looks a little more Vin Diesel-less. So he's channeling.
My favorite adjective.
Yeah,
Vin Diesel-ish.
This is a superhuman tier.
I mean, that's 2 at superhuman tier.
So that's +4, so that's a 6.
And after we swap,
That you have to spend your action doing.
okay.
So
if I don't have to roll for that, then life is
no, because of his help.
Okay.
So you managed to forget you. Over.
Well, okay. No effect, but I'm going to go ahead and turn on Foggy Mountain Breakdown.
Okay, that's fine. So you switch and you manage to
Appropriate
get
for a
one.
New York City chick.
I know, it's the best.
You beat them with the additional difficulty of switching seats and everything else, though. You managed to beat them by 2, so now it's +1 in your favor.
Okay.
So they're upping the difficulty. They're sending in. They have their own drone and everything, so their skill's going to go up to +5. But it's still mundane.
It's all
too.
about the drones.
All right, so both of you now can assist too.
If only we had a hawk.
Yeah.
What about Dove?
Okay, so I'm just Legs is shouting like advice or saying, "Hey, watch out for that thing up there."
Okay.
You know,
I need a Vin Diesel quote.
+2,
Do you?
+2 superhuman.
Mi familia. Ask for a Corona. Live your life.
Corona just appears in my hand.
Yeah, there you go.
Live your life a quarter mile.
Oh no, he had one.
Legs had one like, "Here, chug this."
Yeah. You need the driving. You need
I escaped the police better drunk.
Probably.
All right, so go.
What the shit? Theme from Taxi.
All right.
That is a 3 superhuman.
But yeah, that was
3.
a 5.
All right, with 3. All right, you managed to evade all the police. You.
The Corona and the theme supercharged.
Oh yeah, no, you Tokyo drift across Times Square. I mean, it's amazing.
At first, I thought you were saying you Tokyo drift across time.
Yes. But no, it's
That's an Unknown Army shit.
it becomes
1
a
gigawatts.
numerous cell phones captured from different angles, but you're just spinning and Tokyo drifting across all of Times Square
In a van.
In a van, expertly dodging every performer, every nearly naked model, and
Center of gravity allows for that.
street artist, and all the crowds and all the tourists, and the cops just stop and just they skid to a halt, unable to pursue you. And then you manage to get lost in the crowd of Ubers, so that are all driving white vans for some reason. So you manage to get away.
New special service in New York City.
Legs, I'll
Hey
buy a
kid,
24
wanna
pack
buy some
later.
candy?
Yeah. So good job. And you have Trey has a cell phone, so he'll be able to contact him later. So
Guys, I found the underground.
you do find the underground, and you manage to guide them in there. So it takes you an hour to meet everyone back up. You will have to ditch the van, though. I mean, the tires are totally ruined.
I'm gonna take the little
They
magnetic peel off
drifted
thing.
too much. So
Made a magnetic peel off saying what retirement home it was from.
yeah,
And grab the painting.
yeah.
Carry the painting.
So you go down to the subway station and walk down a tunnel when no one looks.
I know what to do here, guys. Whatever you do, don't try the weed. It will knock you straight out.
Yeah.
You will pass out for hours.
Yeah, it's very strong weed. You will become unconscious.
You'll smoke a whole drug and then you're done.
Yeah.
If you smoke 2 whole marijuanas, you're done. I don't know why.
Sorry, I shouldn't do that to Aaron when he's not here.
It's totally incidental. Has nothing to do. I don't know what you're talking about here. Managed to get in there. It's the underground. There are many non-humans there, and humans. They look human. Milling about. There's crowds. You can see there's a market. They have a bar too, called the Zombie Dolphin. There is a zombie dolphin tied up to a wall.
Active?
Active, kind of flapping about.
I remember that guy.
Yeah, so he.
That is really creepy.
Yeah, no, they like it. It kind of it seems to cackle, every time you walk in. And it's one eye
In
follows
New York
you.
hipsters.
Yeah.
As long as we don't see a unicorn, I think we're okay.
You hear you hear cloven,
Footprints.
hooves in the distance. So you could go chase down the unicorn if you want to talk to
His
him.
name.
Yeah.
I didn't mention its name.
Your character Trey would be probably pretty positive meeting a unicorn.
Yeah, I would have to play that differently.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're at the underground. You can go find the sorcerers that you talked to earlier.
Yes.
All right, so that'll take you time. Getting an audience.
It's like a Guillermo del Toro movie down here.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
So we'll stop here so we can. What do you guys want to do first? Now that you're finally in the underground, New York. You want to talk to Kara? You want to talk to the sorcerers first?
Yeah.
They will give you the same sort of information, but they will tell you what to do if you want to have an audience with Kara on. So we can do that. You could try and find somebody to buy a teleporter from.
I can help with that.
Yeah, if you want to.
I don't think those were real cops. They were like mean.
No, that's real cops. No,
New York.
welcome to my world.
So you could also track down information about the Blue Mask or figure out where Maxwell, the Hammer, Gutierrez is.
True. Because they might have drifted north.
You could get a lead on Kathy Inskeep, the Attorney General, the former Attorney General. You might have that. I mean, you already know what the DeLon Mansion is, but you could get more information about it if you wanted to. So you'll have leads. So I assume we're going to pursue all of those at this point?
More than likely.
Okay.
And
And
it
if-
seems to be a place to get the next step of information for all of those things.
Yeah, it's like a big hub. It's like a big campaign. So
it's vignettes.
Yeah. So we'll stop here. Seems like a good stopping point. We've been playing about 3 hours. So, comments, questions? Guys, have fun.
Good times.
Good stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Wacky endings.
Yeah, no, the room was pretty something to remember, huh? Yeah, nothing. All right. All right.
Gate 9.
Gate 9. We'll talk to you guys next time.